Hopefully everything matches. Everything looks good. Welcome, y'all. When y'all jump on in, y'all know what to do. Go thumbs up both videos. Go subscribe if you're new. Go follow the TikToks. Go follow the Instagrams. Go follow the everything. They're all in the bio. What's up, Leah? Hope I said it
Hey.
correctly. We are about to wrap up this season. We know y'all got thoughts on the finale, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about the reunion, what we are expecting from the reunion. We're gonna talk about Beyond the Villa. We're gonna talk about Love Island Games, what we're expecting from that as well too. So make sure to jump on in. I don't know if my thing is moving slow. I see we got 31 people in here. Here come the comments. Ashley, what's up? Zimmy, Chloe, Alize, you look gorgeous. Tell her.
Thank
Tell
you.
her, tell her. What's up, Amaya? Nic Olandria, hi, stand up. You know what? You know what? I just watched an interview. I don't even think it's an interview. It's a clip that I saw on TikTok of Nick pretty much all but stating they're basically girlfriend and boyfriend without the title and mentioned Cierra in the same breath too. I was like, oh, this is interesting. This is interesting. At least, yeah, because I was living vicariously through Alize's story.
Honey, the concert blew me out the water. When I tell you, I was so tired on Monday. I was a little mad. She gave, Atlanta night 4 the same treatment that she gave night 3, but we just gonna deal with it. But I went by myself and it was a good time. I rode Marta for like the first time in like probably like 6 years. And that
Really?
was a process. So, honey, I had my Sir Davis. I went to the merch booth, honey, had me a little hot dog and was out there with the fans, girl.
Beyonce. Is the Sir Davis good? Because I've been wondering, because I'm like, do I want to pay for it if it's not
Mhm.
good?
I am not a whiskey person, but that was good. It's strong, but it's super duper smooth, and it slowly creeps up on you. I don't like for stuff to like smack
Okay.
me in the face. Like,
Me either. I want it
yeah,
to slowly creep up on me. I want it to be smooth to where it don't really feel like I'm really doing too much. And then I want it to give me that buzz right when I need it. So
yes.
okay. I might have to go give Beyonce some coins. What's up? What's up? Bella, I'm trying to get to you, but everybody keep talking. There we go. I was also at night 3. You was at night 3 too. Okay, so y'all was in the building together.
Hold on,
And
which
at least I'm
station?
gonna be down there. I'm gonna be down there in ATL at the end of September, so we're gonna have to link.
Yes, we are, honey. Let me make sure I look. Let me get my hair appointment in order right now, honey.
Because I'm gonna be
Cause
down there because we play y'all's Falcons, Washington football. Hold on, what Jasmine say? Jasmine, shout out to you. Do you think production wrote those notes on the beach? Just curious. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people speculating if it was them or the fans. I don't know. Because I mean, what was stated, I can definitely see the fans writing it, but I can definitely see production doing it too. Nic Olandria, they got some fans. They got some fans. They're gonna be well taken care of when it comes to whatever they do in life. They're gonna always have people supporting, which I love. I love it mostly for Olandria.
mhm,
I love seeing her, a dark skinned black woman, be so appreciated by everybody.
mhm,
Everybody that's not racist. So it's beautiful to see. And that's the one part about Nick, even though I haven't fully been in y'all's camp. And I ain't gonna say I haven't fully been in the camp. I just haven't fully been convinced. But I
mhm,
do love how much you can tell he genuinely is infatuated with that woman, not just based
mhm.
off of her beauty, but who she is on the inside. And it's so refreshing to see that on TV. I was gonna say the show, but it's just refreshing to see it on TV because, as we all know, dark skinned black women don't get the actual pick of the litter when it comes to the men that actually appreciate dark skinned black women. And for it to be him that actually is the one doing it and has done it from the beginning, it's refreshing because we know it happens. It just doesn't get represented on TV.
Exactly.
What's up, Bezo? That's on IG. Nick's most recent interview must have Alize screaming. I know. Have you seen it yet, Alize? That's the one I
No,
was
I
talking about. I
did.
think that's the one I was talking about. It's almost generic, even though they could have, but they get a lot of positive. They do get a lot of positive comments.
Mm-hmm.
Called out Yachty. Who's Yachty?
Lil Yachty.
What Yachty do?
Honey, he had the
Oh, that's
nerve to
not.
get his hot Cheeto head ass down to the concert, up there talking about some. He said something like, "Who watched Love Island?" And then he was like, "Oh, something about that who go up for Nic Olandria." And then he was like, "That's scripted, that's fake." And everybody was like, "Boo!" Like, shut your ass up and perform.
Wow, not Yachty. That proves how big this show has gotten because you got little Yachty being the one talking about Nic Olandria.
And he need to be
Do
quiet because
y'all
he's
think the
so
reunion's gonna
young.
be?
I know his tea. He need to be
We gonna
quiet.
a lot of them, a lot of them. Do we think the reunion's gonna be good? We're gonna talk about that later on, but I'll give you my thoughts. It could be good. Andy Cohen being the host with Ariana, I think is smart because he actually has history with knowing how to regulate a reunion. I feel like last season with Ariana's reunion, I don't feel like she really had control over the cast for a lot of the time. So he'll be able to do that. But do I think he's going to hit the heavy hitting questions? Maybe. I feel like the best person to do it with her would have been Keke Palmer. We know Keke Palmer is very much a fan of the show. If not her, Meg Thee Stallion. As we know, Meg is in their payroll, and we know she watches the show. And speaking of Meg, I still can't get over her and Klay Thompson. That's rocked my world because it just don't look right. Like I don't want to say it don't look right. You just wouldn't put these two together on paper. But they looking real cozy now. So shout out to them. But I think those two would have been best because they actually would have been able to understand the Black women and be able to address the comments, the microaggressions, all that stuff. They would have been able to address that. Whereas I don't think Andy Cohen typically is able to do that. And he's had many of opportunities with his shows with the Black Housewives, and there's been missed opportunities there. So we'll see. But I'm very interested in seeing how this reunion goes, especially knowing that the cast will be able to see everything that wasn't shown, especially AKA Huda and all that bullshit that we didn't get to see through movie night. They're gonna be able to see that. So that's what I'm excited about. What you think about the reunion?
I feel the same as you. I feel like it's either gonna be a hit or a miss. Like you said, Andy, sometimes he come hard and sometimes he just sit his ass there for 58 minutes and ask the dumbest questions you ever heard in your life. And you be like, we didn't get anywhere. And then also I'm a little concerned because sometimes the way he framed questions for the Black people, sometimes I'd be like, what would make you ask that? Like nobody cared to know that question. Like you could have reframed that. So I love Keke Palmer. I would also say maybe Jessie Woo if they could get her up on there if they wanted to.
And you know she a Nic Olandria down. But yes, she would be good. Jessie Woo would definitely be good to host the reunion. Because I watch her every day. So yeah. And she be hitting on points for real. Amaya Bryan won the battle, but I feel like they're gonna win the war. They're the most popular, most talked about couple. In terms of a couple, they're definitely the most popular couple. Amaya's definitely got a lot of popularity. Brian, he's probably going to benefit from being attached to Amaya. But Brian's not a bad dude. He's a good dude. So I'm happy with him getting the money that he's getting. Now she's making that face at least. Now she's making that face.
We're going to get to him. Actually, let me make sure I write a note for him so I don't forget. Well, I was like, did you just say that?
We go, like and subscribe, y'all. Share the videos too, y'all. We got 164 y'all total. Make sure to thumbs up both videos. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Make sure to share. Make sure to follow. Y'all know what to do. We about to break this stuff down. See, guys, well, you're right. You're right. In good name. I'm very excited for Ace to address a bunch of people at the reunion. Me too, and we already know he is. Ace gonna stand on business. Can someone tell me if there's a reason Huda is in LA with all the other islanders and not back? Oh. I don't know. You tell me. She's a mom. I wouldn't have high expectations for the reunion. I agree. She is weird. I would have liked Taylor to explain why he didn't cut things off with Olandria when he knew that he wasn't interested in her. Exactly. That, I hope they definitely address that. And I feel like it will be addressed. What'd you say? I know that let's go. We about to get into it. Let's go. We about to get into it right now. We're gonna start off with, let me get my slides up here as y'all know I like to do. All right, boom. Share. Bow. All right. So as we're getting into the finals, as we see, that's the final four. Oh, Speaking of, well, we'll get to them. We'll get to them because I saw something today. But what I want y'all to tell me, rate this season overall. What was y'all's ratings for the season now that it's completely finished? Rate it 1 to 10. At least I want you to explain why you rated it what you rated it. What you rating it?
Ooh. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna give it like a 7.9. And I think I'm golly, I put 7.9 and all I saw was 254. Y'all making me feel like I'm giving them too much credit now, but I'm gonna say 7.9. In terms of like all of the Love Island USA specifically, seasons, and I would say that because like there wasn't a lot of love going on. It gave like Big Brother, and I'm like, if I wanted to watch Big Brother, I would just turn that.
You
but
need
I
to
think
because it's good right now.
But I think towards the end, well, I was like an Amaya fan all throughout, and I was going up for her and stuff like that. She like pulled it together a little bit for me because I'm like, okay, somebody actually being real, somebody being a down to earth person, while everybody else is just trying to sit prim and proper and like play games. But I think of course, Nic Olandria pulled it back together for me at the end because I feel like in my head it was given a 5, and then I was like, okay. Nic Olandria towards the last 6 episodes, y'all kind of pulled it together for me. I saw like something real happening. I wasn't the biggest fan of Chelley and Ace, but I think like they hideaway date in the little Chalet's episode they had. I was like, okay, I'm having fun watching this. Like even the baby challenge thing. I was like, oh, like I literally love this episode. Like this feels good.
That was
like
the episode.
Yeah, so I think that's what kind of pulled it together a little bit. The reason why I would give it like such a high score with other people saying like 2, 3, 4, 5 is because a lot of y'all ain't watched the earlier seasons of Love Island USA, and if you did, you would know it can get real bad. So
it really season 3, the way who left when Josh and Shannon left, when Cache and Cinco and did Trina even make it to the finals? I don't think she made it to the finals either.
No.
When they went, I don't even remember watching the finale because that was one of the worst winners of Love Island, period. But yeah, was that your final thought?
Oh, was that? Oh, in terms of that, I think remember everybody stopped watching after Cache got sent home. I remember everybody being like, "I'm done watching." I stopped watching that day. I was like, "Oh, Charlie did her dirty. Like, time to go."
For real.
And they still hate each other, don't they? Cache and Trina. Yes, they still hate each other. I think I saw Cash say something about like, I don't fuck with that bitch Trina or something like that on TikTok, and I screamed. I was like, "Ooh, not 5, 6 years later."
But they was just together. They was just together at the damn Beyond the Villa for their party that they had for episode 1. They was you gonna see it. But speaking of those two, I'm gonna get to it later on when we talk about Love Island Games. But they're two people that I actually want to see on Love Island Games. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But my overall thoughts for this season, I'm close to you. I said about a 6.57, and the reason for that is because, like what you stated, the love was not really there. Like I feel like there was. We can count on one hand how many couples and people that were actually truly there for love and actually possibly left with it, which I feel like that was the problem. But throughout it, and then I think too, what made the season suck is the fans. Like when you get all these new people, it's good for the show because we know we're gonna get more seasons because they're making so much revenue off of the season itself and off of the show, which is gonna get more seasons, it's gonna get more budgets, it's gonna get more money in the show. But I feel like the racism killed it. Like what happened with Chelley and Olandria, Ace even got some. You saw what happened with Cierra. Like I don't even think we talked about it yet. But I talked about it in my recap though the other night. It's like you can hold somebody accountable for their racism and their lack of sensitivity, but when you start going to combat racism where racism is crazy to me, and I feel like that kind of ruined the show. I felt like it wasn't consistent when it comes to the producers, how they were quick to remove Yulissa and Cierra, but left Austin there. How they were quick to throw up that anti-bullying and anti-racism when it came to Huda, but when it came to Chelley and Olandria getting all that heat, they were mute. Nothing was said. So that kind of soured my mood about it too. But that alone, that's what really brought it down to about a 6.57. But we would be lying if we stated this season was not entertaining. Because, like, all of the bullshit aside, they put on a show. Like, if, in terms of a game show, an entertainment show, that was it. Because every episode, I was anticipating what the fuck was about to happen. Because every single episode, it was something crazy that was about to happen that had me either screaming in my microphone or laughing. But overall, I just hope next season they start casting less influencers and start actually really casting real people, because maybe you might see people actually get on here and want to actually find love. But yeah, that's my overall thoughts in regards to that. But you got any final thoughts before we move to these couples?
No, I think that was it for me, honey. Now I'm feeling bad about my score, honey. Let me lower it down to a 6 points. Well, hold on, what did I give it? A 7.9. That was
You gave it a
generous.
7. You was close. You was close.
Yeah, that's fine.
We can't give it a
10. No.
All right, we're gonna move to the couple that we lost after we last were on live. Ace and Chelley. This pissed me off more. I feel like if they went home prior to them 2 episodes that happened before they went home, I wouldn't have been too trippy about it. But they grew. I don't want to say they. Well, y'all gonna say they. Them as a couple grew on me, because at the beginning of the season, me and you clocked it. Like, we was looking at Ace like, he's 22, she's 27. I just don't see it for the long haul. And honestly, I still don't see it for the long haul. I'm glad that they let the show in the state that they are, and I hope it works out well. I hope it ends up being what I don't think it's gonna be. But they grew on me those last 2 episodes when they started talking about their families. Ace finally started to seem like a human to me, because all throughout the entire show, he just gave off game player. And I was like, he just playing the game. He just playing the game. He's not really letting his walls down when it comes to Chelley, the one person that he is actually interested in. And he was playing the games with her too, like with pretty much putting her on the ropes. And he finally committed to her after he realized, okay, she got the ball in her court now. And now that she finally realized that she did, she decided that she wanted to put that ball in his basket. And they finally started to close things off, actually start to get to know each other and have those conversations that I felt like they should have had earlier in the season, because there was a period of time where they were having conversations about nothing. And I was like, okay, it's clear y'all are physically attracted to each other, but we want to see something a little bit more. And then we finally got to see that. We got to see them kind of letting their walls down, letting each other in, talking about things that you should be talking about as a couple. And hearing his side of the story about his upbringing, hearing her upbringing, that was what started to make me, okay, I like this. I started to not think about him playing the game with Jeremiah. And then their hideaway stuff, like that whole situation, how they went in there and they stayed true to themselves. Like, we know they ready to jump each other's bones anyways. But the fact that they both, you could tell that they wanted to stay true to themselves and not do that on TV. And then what really sold me was them praying together. Somebody told me that Ace had been praying throughout the entire season, and I just missed it. We didn't see it. But that's the thing too, they didn't really show it, because I happened to just see it out the corner of my eye on the episode. And it's just like certain things like that would have been great to see. Like, show that instead of showing everybody in the bed fucking and hunching each other. Like, show those moments. Those are special moments. So I feel like they might have strategically tried not to show that. But all in all, when they went home, I was pissed, because there was no, and I didn't think they were going to win. I honestly weren't going to vote for them to win, even though they was trying to get my vote. They was trying that last episode. I was like, oh, I might vote for them. But they should have finished in the final at the least. At the very least, they should have been in that finale. There's no reason why they weren't. So for them to go home when you had Iris and Pepe and Huda and Chris still there, pissed me off. But that's all I got to say. What's your thoughts, Miss Alize J?
Oh, before I forget, in terms of you saying like Ace praying and like them praying together, I peeped that as well in the later episodes. But also, I remember Janae saying from last season that her and a lot of Kenny's conversations got cut out because they kept talking about God. And I guess like the production team just don't want to include anything that has to do with like religion or anything like that. So that may be why. Well, I just feel like they cut anything of substance out in the first place, which makes no sense, because people are supposed to be building like strong bonds and you're not putting who people really are. In terms of these two though, them going home, it pissed me clean the fuck off. Like, I was never the biggest fan of them, but they deserve to stay. You can not go up for folks and also think that they should remain in the game. They clearly have a
Right.
connection. Do I think it's gonna last in the outside world? No, I do not. Am I like the handler for that? Am I gonna be watching to see if they fall apart? Am I gonna be praying on their downfall? Absolutely not. I think they may last for like a couple of months. You know, I feel like these two people that have fun together, but long term,
Yeah.
you ain't finna, 27-year-old girlie is not finna walk down the aisle with no 22-year-old man. And I mean, if she do, that's her business. That's Chelley.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of them going to like the hideaway and stuff like that, like I know we mentioned it last week, but like you said, them having real conversations, I was like, oh shoot, Ace is a real person. Like I'm seeing TikTok Ace, like the Ace that seems personable on TikTok, with the Middle Eastern people dancing. I'm like, oh, there he go. I don't know who this drill sergeant was for like 32 episodes. Oh, now my camera went out. I'm gonna fix that. But
You good.
but yeah, like I'm like, oh, not. Yeah, I was like, who is this drill sergeant for like 32 episodes? So for him to show up and actually be a real person, I was excited for that. And I'm like, damn, the moment we start liking him, they gotta go home. But I can't even lie though, Ace. You are one of the biggest reasons that people don't go up for your couple. And I hate that because I'm like, I see a lot of people online now, like, but Ace wasn't in charge of none of that stuff. Y'all, he was. Like, I know he grew on. He was starting to grow on us, but he absolutely was leading the charge on like 95% of the stuff that was happening. So, well, not even 95% because they love to throw some on black folks. Let me say like 50%, 40% possibly of the stuff that was going on because people got a mind of their own. But I'm like, Ace, when you was realizing America didn't fuck with you like that, he pulled back on a lot of the stuff he was doing. So I'm like, I think he was trying to do stuff that he thought America was going to go up for. And fucked around and found out we don't want that. And the Shelley stuff, when all the racist Huda fans coming on and talking about she jealous and she just want to be Huda. It was unfortunate that
That's
they
what y'all want.
Yeah, like they wasn't going to win. Like, let's be clear, because I seen somebody online saying they would have won if they would have stayed. No, they wouldn't have. They would have been fourth place. But that's okay.
Yeah, they wouldn't win. Which, now that you stated that too, with Iris and Pepe finishing fourth place, I'm almost positive they were the ones that had the least amount of votes, not Ace and Chelley. I feel like now, knowing that they were fourth, producers sent them out because they needed to have a shock moment before the finale. I 100% agree with that. And I believe that because I feel like what you stated, I didn't see Ace and Chelley winning, even though I felt like they should have been in the finals. At most, I saw them making maybe third, and that was pushing it. Because when you have Huda in there, you got Nic Olandria in there, and you got Amaya in there, I just didn't see them pulling more votes than any of those three couples. Because Huda alone got a lot of fans, Amaya alone got a lot of fans, and you put Nic and Olandria together, that's gonna bring a lot of fans. And as we saw just with the votes in that episode when they did the 5-person elimination, Olandria was top 3, and I was nervous because after that, when that episode happened, that was before, or that was when the stand on business thing happened. That was when they started voting. So I was thinking a lot of people weren't going to vote for Olandria because of the way that they were speaking online about her addressing Huda and stuff. But it was clear Olandria got a lot of fans because she didn't even touch near anything below top 3 in any of those categories, whereas Chelley did and Ace did. So that was individual. So yeah, it's crazy, but I'm happy that Chelley, and that's the thing too. Like what you stated, Ace definitely has a big part in the reason as to why a lot of people weren't rooting for them as a couple. Also, with people thinking that they were scamming on the show, but also the racism. That's really what played into it too. Like a lot of people have been coming for her and have been coming for Olandria, and it's just crazy and it's unwarranted. But that's all I got for them. You got any final thoughts on these two?
I think that Chelley should absolutely take legal action against a lot of these media outlets. That's not how journalism works.
BuzzFeed.
BuzzFeed. I see the Time put out something today, like quoting her. When I'm like, do you not understand in journalism, like a quote is a direct quote, which somebody actually said. Like they just made up their own stuff. And I'm like, Chelley literally hasn't done anything to receive all of this, so it just makes no sense to me personally. And also before we get off of them, I saw that Chelley's mama was down at Cookie Monster comment.
Cookie's comment. I saw that too before I even got on here. She said, your apology is not accepted. You will
Yeah.
not be welcome around any of us. And she said, we're glad that they're together and you're not going to
Mhm.
be around. I said, exactly. Exactly.
Mhm.
Because that's why she did it. And I can't wait to
Yes.
see Ace drop her. I can't wait for it.
I feel like he already blocked her. I really feel like he got his phone back, watched one video, the other friends called him that was on the live with him, and he was like, nah, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not my
Mm-hmm.
Chelley. Like,
Thanks. Shoot. That's crazy how she was acting. Okay, since y'all talking about it, I was trying to wait till we got to it, but we can move to them to say the next slide anyways. Iris and Pepe. It's 300 of y'all in here. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video and subscribe if you're new to both of us. But Iris and Pepe, everything we've been saying, they don't really fuck with each other like that, not for the long haul. They just wanted to fuck each other. And it was proven because TMZ dropped the pictures today that Iris is already around TJ. They was sitting here acting like they was in love and wanting to spend as much time with each other. My thing is, yes, she could be around TJ because maybe they were having a cast outing, but I didn't see Pepe. And from what I saw on TikTok, Pepe's back at home. I don't know where he lived, but I don't think he in LA.
I need to see the TMZ photo because I did not know that she was spotted out with TJ. I knew she was gonna fly her ass over there, the AI bot. I knew she was gonna go over there, but I just didn't think it was gonna be so soon.
Let me show you.
Not boring as
I
fuck.
got it right here. Hold on. Let me get the thing up. It's a video. They got the shit on video. Hold on. Let me share that screen. Hold on 1 second. Shit, how we get to it? Me and this damn technology, boy. Hold on. We getting there. Look at this.
Oh, oh, and you already know what went down, honey.
Yes.
Because Iris get like that.
Iris be popping that cat.
They trying to
she,
fake
she said she.
what you say?
Mm-hmm. She be trying to act like because she said that she don't like being alone. But yeah, she right. Because if Pepe at home, she got to go find TJ. She don't like being alone. She got to keep that bed warm. Look at them hugging and stuff.
That's
And her
giving a
body language,
favor.
like she was leaning to the side, turning her head, kind of like flirting with her body. I said, oh yeah, she done forgot about Pepe already. And like what Bridget just said, her mama did not like Pepe.
No.
And it was clear. Pepe go ahead and get Hannah or any other blonde that's walking near him. But Hannah talking to Charlie now.
Yes, but
Nicolas
once
stammers,
she
but
slide
not
back
kissing
over to Pepe.
Right. Not yet. They on TMZ. She said she's not spinning the block. We'll see. We'll see if she stand on it. Yeah, they on TMZ. They on TMZ. I think Nick really do like Olandria. I do too. I don't doubt that. Hot Pocket is great. Oh yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. But yeah, let's get back to the screen. Even though we really don't have much. That was the most entertaining part about Iris and Pepe, anyways, is the fact that she's no longer, or at least seemingly don't want to be around Pepe. But their date from the episode, I couldn't tell you what happened because it was background noise. The minute I saw them on the date, I said, "Let me pull this phone out, and start scrolling." That's why I literally, in my recap, I said Iris and Pepe were on a boat. That's all I saw. That was all I saw. I don't care about what they talking about. They don't be talking about shit. They don't talk about shit. It's clear it's nothing but lust between the two of them. Like, that's all it was. And I knew that's all it was gonna be, as we see after they got off the show. Not even 48 hours, maybe longer than that, maybe 78 hours. She already back with TJ.
Exactly. First of all, I skipped right on through that boring ass day. I don't want to see nothing with now one of them. Pepe, Bob, he honey, you already know he got 2 scoops of hair. I can't fool with him. Then she don't be talking about nothing. What somebody has said, they don't have anything to talk about, so all they do is kiss. And Pepe doesn't have any substance to him. I think he's a really, really nice guy. But there's not much going on. Like the lights is on, but nobody's home, if that makes sense.
Nobody.
Also, seeing
Absolutely.
his parents, was I the only person confused when I saw his parents walk up? Because didn't he say he Cuban? But then I had to remember that Cubans
He's a
think,
white Cuban.
you
He a
know,
white Cuban.
when I saw the mama,
He a
I
white
was,
Cuban.
who is this white lady? And then when I saw the daddy, I'm like, this don't make sense. Like, how did they make Pepe and why is he tan?
Because I got Cuban on my side, on my dad's side,
Mm-hmm.
and it's black Cuban over there. It's black. But
Okay.
this right here, yeah, because he looked like he could be a little bit more brown. But when you
Yeah.
see his parents, they both look white. So I'm like, yeah, he definitely a white Cuban.
It gave like full vanilla. Like right when I saw that mama, I said, oh, now I understand why he like all clear just with blonde hair. Like that's all he go for. I literally
Right.
skipped on through it. It went from one commercial to the next commercial because like nobody cared about their day. It didn't make any sense for them to be in the finale. And he don't even
I'm
like
glad
Clarke
you said that. Because did you know? Because I wasn't paying attention, but I swear it felt like their date was so much shorter than everybody else's.
because you skipped it. Well, it was shorter though. I think they had like a 5-minute date. Meanwhile, everybody else had like
Literally. Because I feel like Nic and Olandria's date was pretty long. I felt like obviously Huda and Chris's was long. And Amaya and Bryan's was pretty decently long too. So I was like, yeah, they definitely giving fourth place. And the way they put them in the show told me everything. I was like, the one at the beginning, you're gonna start off with one that's gonna be in the top two. And then you're gonna end with the other one that's in the top two. You're gonna put the second one is always the one that's the most boring. And then the third one in the middle could be the one that could be crazy. But yeah, you're right.
like
Skip that day.
Skip, like shit. It was boring. Also, oh yeah, back to the mama. Her mama, when she said, what did she say? She basically said, if you like it, I love it right now. But I'm gonna tell you what I really think after we get off this camera. Like it's giving Brokiana, like it's giving broke.
Yeah, get the money. Get the
Get
money, then we can talk about it after.
Get that bread, get that head, and then leave, Iris. Like, and that's what she didn't get the bread, but she got bread. She from Calabasas.
But she got that head. Exactly. She don't even need the money. She don't even need the money. But she definitely got that head twice, 2 bodies. Hey, I ain't slut shaming, but look, Iris was busy in that house, and so was Pepe. Both of them had them. Hannah, right? They had them a summer. They got what they needed out of it, and Iris went and double bag. And I'm pretty sure Pepe will do the same. But before we get off of them, because I don't really have much to talk about, but what I did want to talk about, their reaction to getting fourth place, especially Iris's reaction. I'm like, what delusion do you have in your? Surely you didn't think he was winning. But then again, I got a little bit nervous thinking that they was gonna win, because you know what happens. You know what happens when the white folks, and my white folks that watch me, don't get mad at me for saying this, but most of them, whenever they got one couple that is matching them with a bunch of ethnicities, they gonna power vote. And I was like, oh shit, I'm a little bit nervous because I'm like, what if they do end up winning? But Iris was high. She thought she won.
She was standing there, like after Ariana said it, Pepe smiling, like Pepe just came to have a good ass time this summer. He came to have free food, free sun, lay out all day. I can't, ain't nobody calling me for basketball. I got a fake gym. I averaged my little 2 points down to the game. So I'm gonna go to Love Island and have a grand ball of a time. Pepe was excited, like, damn, I got to stay all summer long. Like, I'm great. She over here. What? Like an AI bot, like she was glitching to my what? Even Ariana had to say, how do you feel to my I guess I'm grateful. I'm happy to be here and to meet everybody, but I don't understand how my clear ass did not win or how I'm not in the top 2. I'm the baddest chick in the game. I'm the baddest chick in the house. They keep calling her a badass. What is so bad about
badass shit? Right. I'm like, what is really badass about her? Because until Pepe, maybe was it when she got with Pepe? No, she didn't really show any personality until she got hot about Cierra telling her that Nic and Olandria was kissing. That's when she finally started to show personality.
Because she want Nic and she thinks she's slick. Bitch, I'm gonna tell you this right now, Iris. This is just for you, sister. That ain't yours and it's not gonna be yours. He may be hot in the pants, but he's never hot enough to get with your AI bot ass. Okay. He's not gonna come up off Olandria to get with you. Girl, I see if he was still with Cierra, you would have a chance. But Olandria, babes, there's no comparison. Please let it go. All right.
Absolutely not.
She blow me.
Well,
everything just. Even when they was giving the speeches, she was making faces. I'm like, girl, that's not your bitch. That's not your ball. Stop it.
Yeah, that's all I got for them. But let's move, and I got them in order from where they place. So we got crazies up next, and I had to put that picture of that date in here. These two, all of their scenes from that finale episode was so crazy. So we'll start with the beginning. The first one that I missed in the room with the pillows, I missed that. I don't know how I missed it when I watched it because I didn't write any notes. Maybe I was looking at my phone. But when I went back and rewatched it, when he hit her in the face with that pillow, and I thought she was dramatic. When I watched it, I thought she was dramatic. But then somebody said she just recently had a nose job or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing it might have affected some shit, and maybe her nose started to feel like it was twisting a little bit. And then I wouldn't doubt that Chris threw with a lot of force, because we know Chris don't like her. And we know Chris was getting irritated with her by the day. And he was frustrated, and it was just building up and building up and building up. He probably wanted to hit her, which was crazy. Mm-hmm. But what was your thoughts on the pillow before we move to the bed? Because we gonna break this down.
The pillow in the bed. First of all, I skipped past all of their scenes, and then something in my spirit just said, "Go back, go back, go back," because I try not to look at Twitter and TikTok before I get finished with the show. So I was just like, you know what?
You and me both.
Go back. Something was just screaming, "Go back." I went back to the scene, and Chris was throwing with all his might to smack the hell out of that bitch with that pillow. He knew he can't do it with his own hands, so he was trying to swat the hell out of her. But the thing about it is, Amaya got the hell knocked out of her too, and she didn't do all that. Mm-hmm. So it's like, Huda, right. Oh my God, sister, she one of them people with everybody having fun, and she the one that be like, oh my God, you hit me harder than everybody. Are you killing the vibe, sad? And it's like, damn, take your ass in the bathroom and do what you was. Then the bitch turned into Tettenstein out of nowhere, because I'm like, okay, he hit you hard. Your nose, you may feel like it's a little shaky or something like that, but to go in the bathroom and turn into a mummy, putting on a full bandage on their nose, and then gonna come out to my look what you made me have to do. Chris was rolling his eyes to the back of his head, so he said,
they were killing me. That was so true, because it's just the dramatics on her end, but he got dramatic at the end, but we'll get to it. Mm-hmm. But they get in the bed, and Chris was trying to sleep. And when I say trying, he either was trying to sleep. I'm still trying to debate if he really was over there trying to sleep, or he purposely was giving her that energy that she was giving him, which is why I wasn't mad. I was like, Chris, I would be doing the same thing. First of all, if I don't want to cuddle with you and I want to go to sleep right now, I'm going to sleep. But then I thought about it too. I was like, Chris is probably like, look, you don't want to kiss me in public. We're not doing shit in this bed. We're just going to lay in this bed and we're going to go to sleep. So her sitting there, I want to cuddle. And then she gave him that ultimatum. Well, if you don't want to cuddle with me, this is what you're going to do. You're going to be dealing with this battle in the morning. You're going to be dealing with this in the morning. And I'm like, weirdo, because if the roles reversed and it was the man trying to force the woman to engage in sexual acts that she didn't want to do. So we got to keep it real. Shout out to Tammy Talks in the building. I'm going to miss Tammy's I'm my mom. Tammy is the queen, and her Huda hater sounds. But what was your thoughts on that? And then not only that too, the counting down.
Yes.
Like he's a kid. And I'm glad he didn't turn around, because she's out of control. That woman is crazy.
First off, I don't blame Chris, like you said, for putting that pillow over his head, because damn bitch, sadness, this our last night. And here you go. You come out the bathroom dressed up like Tettenstein. People keep on saying that the nose fresh. She got that in 2023. That nose is well done and sewed up, girl. It's completely fine. She is dramatic. It's because she kept saying, she done said for like 5 days straight, I like attention. Chris don't ever acknowledge me. He don't say X, Y, Z to me. He don't look at me. I want him to look at me. She do anything she can to make that man pay attention to her. And it's getting to the point where the sadness stuff is not working. So she turning angry, and she think by being extra toxic, like she Jeremiah, that's gonna make Chris be like, oh, I like that. Meanwhile, Chris no crazy psychotic. Oh, I'm not going for that. Literally cackled when he played sleep when she came in the room, because first he looked at Pepe, because Pepe can't stand her. First of all, he looked dead at Pepe and said, and then put the pillow over the head. She get in the bed. I'm like, it's the fact that she waited 2 seconds after them lights went out and turned right around to my I want to
Like what he said, why the lights gotta go off?
Like, yes, like you said, if we're not about to rumble in the sheets and then you can't even kiss me in public. Bitch, it's done. It's dead. The stuff we did, the physical stuff we did, it's never happening again, sister girl. We clearly been arguing for 50 days and 47 nights. We're not doing that no more. I'm good off you. I know I need a place to stay. I know I'm a homosexual, but I just go back to my mama's couch. Like, I don't need to eat your daughter little fruit snacks, baby. Like, I can stay where I'm at. So I just feel like Chris was like, okay, let me try to endure these last 48 hours with this psychopath, but she still tapping away. I'm like, damn, girl, what's going on? And then also, like you said, if that was a man that was doing that counting down stuff, that was, first of all, that was coercion. How you gonna say,
absolutely,
if you do this, I swear to God, tomorrow we're not gonna have a good day. I really wanted Chris to wake up and turn around and say, what the fuck is you gonna do? Please tell me what you're gonna do. Like,
you know, he was dying to, because you could tell Chris as the episode built, his mask was slipping. He was getting sick of putting on that act to kind of get along. He was like, you know what, fuck. In the moment, you could tell he probably was still thinking, let me get this money. But at this point, he was like, look, fuck the money at this point. I'm ready to go.
Like, I also think something in my spirit, like sometimes every time I feel bad for him, I have to pull it back a little bit, simply because when he thought he was really showing the fuck out on Chelley, down to that little note game that they had, and he was like, "Oh, Huda did nothing wrong, and people should not be telling me and her business. She's in the right. Nobody's gonna jump on her." Okay. You did all that yelling and barking and standing up and going up for the preference, trying to shit on Chelley because you mad that A showed you up because you didn't do nothing but cook pancakes one fucking day, but you swear to God you did the most. Now look at your preference. The girl you're trying to be homosexual with, you trying to get a hot meal and a hot plate from. It's psychotic. You can't even stay in the game with her. Like, so I don't be feeling bad for him sometimes. I be like, you know what, Chris, you got exactly what you asked.
Yep. And it's true, because you remember he came on the show acting like he liked all that. He liked all of what came with her. And he knew what he was dealing with, because you watched what happened before you got in there. Like, you watched, and then what you said too about him sitting there stating that their business is their business and it shouldn't be brought up. But when Huda told you that she was the one that wrote that note to Pepe about him not liking Gracyn, but liking Hannah, you didn't go address that. You didn't address how she was sitting there trying to bring other people's business to Front Street. But yeah, that's it. You're right though, because there's certain things about him that I don't feel bad for either. Because like there'll be instances where Huda be asking him, "What can I do? Like, what is it? Something that's bothering you? What can I do to fix that?" He don't want to talk about it. So they both, like I said, they both got poor communication, and it was funny how they were sitting there bigging up their communication. Y'all don't have good communication because y'all don't talk about shit. And when you start trying to, she either cuts you off or you give up and don't even state it.
Exactly.
So.
Oh,
but let's move to,
Are you going to talk about the parents?
Yeah, let's talk about them. Because I don't think, we didn't talk about them. They pissed me off. Because when they started, I'm telling you, I started typing notes thinking that we was about to get it. Because the way he was acting before they got there, I was like, Mama about to come in here and set the shit straight. I was like, Mama and Sister about to put the law down. Wrong. When they got in there and was pretty much like, oh, we love her. We love y'all together. I said, you got to be joking. I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Because I just know how my mama is. I know how she is. I know how my aunts are. I know how my grandparents are. And my mom and my dad would have came in there and set me straight. Grant, what are you doing dealing with this? Like, what is going on? So the fact that they got in there and was pretty much acting like, but then again, too, somebody reminded me, too, they probably didn't see the episode when she crashed out on him. And they had their moment. But I'm like, how would they not have seen that though? But regardless, I gave them the benefit of the doubt in regards to that. And people was like, they're probably just trying to get the money. And then also trying to avoid having racist attacks against them. But I'm like, you got to keep it real at some point. Like, you got to keep it real. But I stopped writing notes because Huda's family, to a certain degree, was blowing smoke up her ass too. I was like, y'all pissing me off because I didn't write anything down. But what was your thoughts?
When it came to Chris' parents, the moment I saw the mama, I was like, oh, the mama finna run down. Like, she finna get shit straight. Like, she is not finna have this girl running circles around her 6'8" son. Like, she give very much like boy mom. So I was like, okay, Mama Bear finna get her ass. She sat down, and the moment he asked like 5 times, so what y'all think? Y'all don't think nothing? And she was like, I love her for you. I was like, oh, they scared of the hood rats. They don't want the racist comments. They don't want that smoke. And then also, somebody also brought up that they want Chris up out that house, and I screamed because I was like, oh,
I know.
I was like, that do make a lot of sense. Them mamas be wanting them boys up out
Yeah.
that house, so they just be like, let me push your ass to somebody else that can give you a hot meal. Oh,
That is that is true. Because they knew the fan base that Huda guy. And they probably thought, okay, well, he just need to ride this out so he can get this money and get the fuck up out that house.
And they probably knew that if they did win, they was praying to God that Chris got the envelope that said 100K, because Chris would have took the full 100K.
Listen, and I said if they do win, because somebody said I hope they do win, and I was like, yeah, you know what? If they do end up winning, I hope he gets the envelope because I'm pretty sure he probably would have took that money.
Yep.
And that would have been a first in Love Island USA history, and I would have enjoyed it. That would have been funny because that's what, and it brings me to the point too of Huda's fans. Y'all voted so hard for them to be in this final just for her to get embarrassed on her final episode on the show.
Down to
but
the
you ready to move? You ready to move to that date?
Oh, one last thing about Huda's. That wasn't her mama. That was her two sisters or something like that.
Yeah, it was two sisters.
Yes, I saw folks online saying like, why didn't something about like, oh, why Huda didn't keep her original looks and stuff like that. Huda, it's a lot of issues going on there. I need for people to understand that when you go get all that done, I mean, you look good, girl. Before we knew your personality, now it's a lot of insecurities happening. But with them blowing smoke up her ass, it really blew me because I'm like, it lets me know that they act like that in the real world too. And I also saw another Middle Eastern girl online saying that this is allegedly, honey. This is all alleged. This is true. But she was talking about how in the Middle Eastern culture, they're raised like the women are raised to think that they're like above everybody else, and they're told that they can say whatever, do whatever once they have like a guy's interest or something like that, like because they're deemed as like higher than you. So I think Huda like walks around, and the way they was speaking like she was doing nothing wrong. I'm like, I think all of y'all have this warped perception that you are like, God's gift to earth and you could talk however you want. Well, thank you, girl, honey. But yes, that's all I had to say for her for that part.
Yeah, you ain't lying though, because her sisters that blew me though, because I was like, I want them to hold her accountable for real, but whatever. But yeah, let's move to this date. So the date, their date was by far the winner date. Like when you look at their date compared to everybody else's date, that would have been the winner date because it was the most romantic date out of all of them. So for it to be for them was crazy. But for them to sit down, they started off trying to act like everything was cute and cool, like we're meant to be together, we got chemistry, yada yada yada. Then Huda was like, let's get to the point. So they start getting to the point. Chris starts trying to address shit, and here go Huda she wanted to interject. She realized, okay, I gotta stop doing that. You can see her literally trying to stop herself from interjecting to interrupt him. But I'm trying to remember how it all happened. What happened? How did we get to that point? You remember? If you remember, tell me. I'm trying to remember how they got to that point of the dissension. If y'all remember, tell me. But whenever they got to the point where go, because you might be on it.
She kept trying to cut him off, and then I think that he was like, Huda, like I think we both know where this is headed, but I need for you to like say how you feel. And then she started being like, she did all that. No,
yeah,
I think y'all let us know in the comments because it was a lot going on.
I'm trying to, because that's the thing. I'm trying to remember when I really started laughing. But yeah, when she started doing that, he was getting irritated watching her. And he's like, well, I never act like this when you're addressing stuff, which I can see why it would piss him off because it's like, damn, I'm trying to literally tell you how I'm really feeling, and you sitting here acting like you don't even want to hear what I'm talking about, which then proved that they just were not meant to be together because they butted heads anytime they addressed any of their issues, which then just made it more funny how they were talking about they had good communication because y'all can't even communicate. Like every time he tries to talk, you cut him off, and then whenever he's finally talking and addressing the shit, you sitting here having all these physical reactions, which starts to throw him off because he don't want to talk about it. But it got to the point, that's when it really started to make me laugh. They're having this bickering shit going on, and then here comes the lady in the background. I was like, who the fuck is walking back there? And then I realized it was that right there made me die laughing in the moment because she started singing. And you could tell both of them was just sitting there like over it. Like, bitch, why are you here right now? You see we sitting here arguing. So what is the point? You doing it? And then singing Moon River, that's what took me out. That took me out. And then I think that was when Huda started crying, if I'm remembering. Because she started, I guess when the music was playing, she started thinking, okay, let me just go ahead and end this shit. So then she was like, I think we should just be friends. And Chris was like, shit, I was waiting on you to say. I mean, I thought that's what you was doing, but I was waiting for you. So when that happened, I died laughing. But I forget what made him get up. What made him get up? Because when he got up, she really started crying. And then my thought, I'm like, you really about to leave her sitting here? Because I'm like, y'all are on the date. Y'all got to get back to the villa. So y'all going to have to eventually be together again. So you getting up and leaving her at the date. No, it's when she asked him, can we be friends? Can we like be friends and we act normal around everybody? He's like, no, I mean, I got to not like you. And I'm like, what you mean you got to not like her? You know you don't like her already. What do you mean? But they was just cracking me up because I'm like, this is what America wanted to see. Y'all voted for this. Y'all wanted them in the finals. Y'all wanted their final date, and you got the final date you probably wasn't expecting to see, which truly entertained the fuck out of me. But when he got up and came back, and she gets over there and is like, "Are you going to carry me?" He would just like the first time she said it, he glossed over, didn't even pay attention, didn't even acknowledge it. And then what did he ask her? Like, why are you crying? And she's like, because this is hard. This is hard. He was like, this is the decision that you wanted. You made you made it. So then she asked him again, do you want me to just walk or are you gonna carry me? When he said, I'm not gonna carry you, and then turned around and walked away. It was so fucking rude. As a man, you supposed to do that. You supposed to carry that woman over there. But I just could not stop laughing. That shit was so funny to me. But it really tickled me because how she looked. And then in dramatic fashion, took them heels off one by one. But what really killed me was when she went back to that table and picked up that bottle and poured herself one. I said, Huda, I feel you. I was like, I feel you. That was a shining moment for me this entire season. She had me dying. Dying. Because I was like, I feel you. She was going through it. She needed that drink. She said, let me fill this thing all the way to the brim. This shit was so... That right there made the finale for me. It made it for me because everything else was just... I was going through the motions watching it. But whenever that scene came, when I tell you, I don't know what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting it to... I don't think I was expecting it to be a bad day. I thought they was going to fake the funk. But for them to actually keep it real and actually literally keep it real for once, and then it be just so unintentionally funny, that shit, that was a moment for the history books. Like, I would never forget that. I would never forget that.
That's going down in Love Island history, honey.
Hands down.
What for me, I think the producer set her up so bad. Because first of all, why would they put that date in the middle of the water? They knew that there was like a 90% chance that date was gonna go wrong. So for them to have them walk their ass over there in the water, knowing like, okay, Chris may fake I feel like they was banking on Chris to keep faking it. Like, okay, he's one of the only guys, like not going back and forth with her. He's letting her have her way. Like, she'll be fine. They tried to give them the most romantic date just for her to get her ass up there. And it was the thing for Chris though. Chris thought he was slick. He been stopped fucking with her. But like saying online, Huda is one of those people you have to convince her that she's ending it and that you still want to be in it so that she can actually walk away from it fully and not like try to double back real quick. So when he was trying to I think he started off like, okay, we may be good because she was like, I just think that we should like put everything on the table. We should get everything like out in the open. And he like, oh, okay, maybe she do want to work on this. He started talking. She trying to cut him off. So I think in that moment, he was like, I know what type of time this bitch on. Like, I can't even fool with this bitch no more. She kept trying to cut him off. She holding it in. Like, she don't even be listening to people. She literally just wants to talk over him so she can like hurry up and mask what he feels and like try to throw her feelings on top and be like, but see, do you understand where I'm coming from? And then like, it'll throw you real quick because it'll make you forget like, like, what was I trying to say? Like, Chris not having it. Chris like, let me talk. How like we're not doing this no more. Then for her to act like she being silent and he's talking and she just literally skipped past everything he said and went right back to, oh, like, I just think with the affection thing and like, you don't look at me, Chris. You don't talk to me how I want you to talk to me. I want you on me. You don't cuddle with me like the way I want. Like, when I look across the villa, I want our eyes to meet. Like, that's when Chris was like, oh, this bitch tweaking. Like, bad.
Yes, because what she's describing is basically PDA. You want him to be all over you, but you only want that with him in the bed. But that's not PDA. That's selective PDA. You want it in the bed, but then you claiming that you want it all the time, and he was trying to give it to you all the time, but you didn't want to give it to him either. Exactly. So like she contradicts herself every single time.
Every time. Like, and while she's talking, Chris was like, we're going in circles. And that's what made her mad as hell. That's when she started doing the sadness shit, because in her head, she literally, I hate to say this, she act like the child that she that she has. Like, she acts like the 4-year-old, the 5-year-old. She thinks about, like little kids get mad or they want their way. So they try to like she be pulling the iris on the girls. Like, she thought about sitting there with them drawn on freckles, doing all that. That Chris is gonna be like, you know what? I'm with you, Huda. Like, I agree with you. Let's just make up. Let's kiss. Let's make sure we rumble in the sheets. Let's have a good time on the day. Chris is looking around like, can I get the fuck up out of here? Then for her to just know it was silent for 5 minutes. Then for her to say, oh wow, entertainment. He was tiptoeing out there with that violin. She said,
that shit right there.
Like, what? The lady couldn't even sing the song, Grant. Like, she sung 2 words and she put that violin down. Like, can I get the hell up out of here? This is uncomfortable.
Can I get him? It's for real. Because I don't even think they was even looking at her like that. Like, they was looking down and looking. I was like, this is crazy. I said, this shit right here is some ghetto ass shit. Because it was such good TV though. It was such good TV, and it was probably one of the most authentic moments, which is why it was so good. Like, this is the type of shit that this is the type of mess that I want to watch. Like, this type of shit is hilarious. But that was a moment. That was a moment for the history books. Them finishing third and them both being like, I can't believe we even got this. We can't either. Huda, it's your fans. That's really what it is. Like, get out and realize that your fans, it's crazy how Huda thinks that she shouldn't have even been there. But your fans was the ones that were sitting there going to bat for you like that, trying to make you get here. And then they got you here, and then you got embarrassed.
And it's her lying. She pulled a Cierra when she got back to the house. Well, everything I love. Chris is a better person than I will ever be when it comes to her specifically. Because when they got back, the way she hurried up and like ran to everybody to be like, yeah, so I just had to let Chris know that like we just gonna be friends and like, yeah, like we still gonna be able to be around each other, but like it's just not gonna work out like on my end. Like we just not aligning on things. Meanwhile, Chris just played mental gymnastics on your ass. He broke it off with you first, but he convinced your damn ass that you did it.
Exactly. Because he led you into that decision. He basically told you, he basically gave that to you. Because he was basically telling you, we need to just be friends. But he gave it to you because he knows the type of person that you are. You needed that. So, of course, she went over there and took ownership of it. But crazy. Because that's what she's been doing. Like what you said, she always comes back and gives a different story than what actually happened. Like with the Jeremiah stuff at the beginning of the season when she told them that she told him that she was a mom and then came back and said that he wants to move in together. He never said that. Like, you were the one that was stating that. But Huda, like I said with her, she's a beautiful girl on the outside. But I want her to start loving herself. And that's what I've been saying. I said it from day one all the way to the end, and she proved me right. Her relationships are never going to be solid because she don't love herself first. And that's the sad part about it all. Like, people say we Huda haters all they want. I'm not a Huda hater. I'm just, well, I might be. Because I don't like the way she treats people. But at the core and my criticism is the fact that she just needs to go home and love herself first. Because her lashing out and doing all this stuff is just very indicative of the fact that she does not love who Huda is first. Because if she did, she wouldn't be looking for all this validation in other people. Like, she claims she don't like having PDA in front of other people, which is bullshit because she did it with Jeremiah, which proves that she never liked Chris. Because if that was the case, you didn't like PDA, you wouldn't have done it with Jeremiah, which then proves that you doing it with Jeremiah shows that you actually really like Jeremiah, which we know because the way you acted, you don't act like that if you don't love somebody or like something. And she did love Jeremiah. Shit, I'm positive she was in love with him. Chris, you didn't like because everything that we've grown to know you for And what's the saying? Like the person that shows you who they are first, believe it. We saw
Mm-hmm.
who you were first, and then we saw how you tried to switch it, which we know was not the true Huda. We know you was trying your best to not crash out. We know you was trying
Mm-hmm.
your best to not show us the real Huda, but you couldn't fake the funk with him because you pulled the same. You tried to pull the same tricks and said that you was trying to do something different, but you still fucked him, which we know
Mm-hmm.
you just wanted to have sex. Which I mean, do what you got to do. But at the end of the day, you don't love Huda first, which is why this is what blocks y'all from being able to blossom because you fell into the same patterns. And when you fall into the same patterns, you need to go to therapy. Like you got
Yeah.
to learn from that. And the only way you can't learn from it on this show because the whole purpose of this show is to get into relationships with other people. And you
Mm-hmm.
can't keep doing that when you didn't do the work here first, which is why I say that she need to go home. But her fans did her disservice because y'all should have sent her ass home. But she might have possibly been able to get about 2-3 weeks of therapy sessions under her belt. She might be making progress, but y'all prolonged it. And then y'all getting out here and blowing her social medias up, which I mean, shit, she's getting support. Can I be mad at it? I guess no, but y'all doing her disservice because she gonna get out thinking everything she did was right. No one hooded, she gonna think everything she did was right because she got all the
Yeah.
fan support. She got 3 million followers. She gonna be like, oh, well, they ate up what I was doing. I'm gonna keep doing it, which is
Mm-hmm.
detrimental to her. It's detrimental to her. Y'all doing her more harm than good. But I
And
hope somebody around her wakes up and tells her, Hoodie, you need to go to therapy. You need to talk about these issues that you have with yourself because you got a daughter to raise. We
mm-hmm.
know you're a mom. You're a mom. Go raise that. But I will say, since we were talking about the family, the best moment for Hood, even though I said this was her shining moment, but the best moment for Hood where I actually enjoyed seeing her on the screen was watching her reaction to her daughter. Like you can tell how much her daughter loves her, and you can tell how much she does love her daughter, even though we barely heard about her daughter. We heard I'm a mom, and we barely
Mm-hmm.
heard daughter. But
Mm-hmm.
that was a good moment for her. But she got to get out there and figure out her life.
Yes. Also, a point to her being super duper insecure. Somebody had pointed out that she lost interest in Chris the moment that Chelley stopped liking Chris. And I was like, you
Yep,
know what? She literally did. The
yep.
moment Chelley was like, okay, you ain't doing shit. I'm gonna go over here with Ace, do this, do that. Since
Mm-hmm.
she claims she brought you back for me, but you ain't doing shit. And then she's a liar. So y'all have fun. You want to stand up for her at the note game? Do that. Bye. That's when all of a sudden
For
the issue
real.
started. She didn't want to be in the public with everything. I'm like, this is so weird. And then also, uh, dang, I was about to say something else, but I forgot. Oh, also, when her sisters asked her, why the fuck do you keep saying that you're a mom like that? And they was like, why don't you just say, hey, I'm a mom or I have a daughter? That let me know
Yeah.
that people are just like on the outside looking in. I feel like in public, people tell her that she's right 24/7, and behind closed doors, her sisters or her mama may be like, "Who do you dead ass wrong, girl? You sound crazy as hell." But since people never address her in public and they validate her in public, she just never gonna learn. Like, I just cannot believe that what I
Thanks.
told my friends earlier, she walked away with 2 bodies, no man, racist fans, and a horrendous digital footprint. So this bitch, she lost on every single front that you could think of. And it's because of her fans.
You ain't lying. You didn't tell not one lie. They did, and it's them. That's where it all starts. Because they was backing her shit. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's all we got for Huda and Chris. We're gonna move to Elise's pride and joy, and I'm gonna let her have it. I'm gonna let her take the floor. And I know all of y'all are in here with her. Legend had a ball watching the recap back and watching you go up and watching the fans in the chat. Nic Olandrians, this is y'all's moment. Take the floor, Elise.
Yes, y'all. Put some chocolate or white hearts in the chat if you team Nic Olandria, honey. Team Cream, boo. These right here, these are my winners. Personally, I love Amaya down. She deserved to win too. But in terms of, love, I would say that these, are the winners. I enjoyed every last bit of the past 6 to 7 days that we received. The date, I love the date personally. I saw people trying to critique it and snatch certain sentences apart and be like, oh, I don't think Nic feeling her like that, or it's just giving friendship. Yes, a lie. I think Nic is all in, down for the brown. If anything, Alandra is very smitten with him as well. I just think the outside world, like, she's super shy. So I think that he like to be online a lot, and she may be like, "Don't put that damn camera on me," and it may get to a point. So if anything ever ends, I think
Yeah.
it's on her end. Also, I saw people like saying that in his final speech that he was saying like, no matter if we end up just being like lovers, friends, or like partners or something. They was like, why would he bring up friends? I'm like, y'all, do you not understand that he was basically saying, bitch, you stuck with me forever. I don't give a fuck if we work out as lovers. We gonna switch over to being friends. If we can't be friends, maybe we could be partners. Let's really go up for Nic Olandria. I've been tuning in to every live. I've been tuning in to every Snapchat. I even downloaded Snapchat again for them because Nic was down there posting stuff.
Really?
You know, and Nic really been standing on business since they got out the villa, with people talking about her because she's not gonna do it, and I don't want her to do it because they're gonna jump on her as a black woman,
Yeah.
especially a black woman.
Yep.
So Nic been like commenting under folks stuff like, no, it's like, don't be talking about Olandria. We not gonna do that. So I mean, he's doing way better than Taylor ever could have. And we're gonna get on Taylor.
You saw how deep the chat was with the Nic Olandrians. They came with you. They came with you. But yeah, I mean, I haven't, and that's the thing. I've seen clips of the lives, which I'm assuming, like what you stated, is definitely on Nic's end. Which I love it though. I love, even though I haven't been completely sold, I do love that he's showing her off. Because that's what you're supposed to do if you really love a woman. You want to show her off. You want to make sure that everybody knows, yeah, this is mine. And he has been staking his claim. And I will say, which is, I mean, even though I haven't completely been sold with them, one thing I will say, from the beginning of the show to the end of the show, when you compare how Nic acts with Olandria to Cierra, the one that he was spending the majority of his season with, the one he closed off with, it's polar opposites. Like you can tell, because Nic, you could tell, like Ace, Nic likes to have women on his hip. But like what he stated at the beginning, and you know what, it all makes sense, which this might sell me on them. Remember, I don't know if you remember it, but y'all tell me in the chat if y'all remember it too. Look at these. Talk about G don't piss me off. I'm about to right here now that I'm sitting here thinking about it. Y'all remember the very first episode, the very first time they all met. You remember when Nic said that he likes his toxic trait is him liking the chase? When you think about Cierra, he didn't have to chase her. She was chasing him.
Yep.
Olandria, as we found out, he was cock-blocked by Taylor from even getting to know her as he wanted to get to know her, which this was proven by multiple different voices. Belle even stated that he told her that he was interested in Olandria. Ace said in a damn interview that Taylor was the one that cock-blocked it, which, as you see, Olandria, he probably thought Olandria did find him attractive because she did kiss him too. And they kissed each other a lot in the challenges. But she was so tunnel focused on Taylor, he saw that, okay, well, I need to find a way to chase her. I need to get her to show me some attention. So the fact that he didn't get the opportunity to do that throughout, whenever he got the opportunity to do it, you saw him light up in a way that you didn't see him light up with Cierra, which, when I'm sitting here thinking about it now, it might actually sell. But I never really doubted Nic's affection for her. My whole apprehension was Olandria. I was like, Olandria, I'm like, she's looking at him like he a kid. I was like, I don't see her not liking him or not liking him. I do think she does find him attractive. I do think she loves the person that he is. But I was like, I just want to see more on her end that is really leaning into it. But you broke it down good on your TikTok the other day, where women like her that literally want to do that, want to let their guard down, want to be more affectionate, want to do that, it's a little bit harder for y'all that actually want to do it, but it pains you to do it. So I watched the episode back, the finale. I watched it back. The first time I watched it, I was like, I'm like, I can see where they really trying to get me. I can see where they really trying to do it. I didn't see it. But when I went back and rewatched it, I did see her starting to let her walls down in ways that she has not done all season. Even with Taylor, when she was trying her best to kind of get him to like give her something back, didn't happen. Even with Jalen, who was very gung-ho, very pursuit, he was very much in pursuit. He was courting her. Didn't happen. This episode was the first episode when I went back and rewatched it with a sober mind I see her trying to
Mm-hmm.
give into it more, which is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see more of that. And I feel like by the end, I hope that they do what y'all want them to do. I do, and I'm happy to see I'm happy to see the pursuit on his end, which is what I think could definitely help in the end. And as we all heard from her family and his family, all parties are in agreement. They all want this. Which,
Mm-hmm.
as we all know, when you got both sides of your families that are rooting for y'all, that's going to give y'all even more of a push, which is going to make y'all get to the end together. And as you see with Nic, like he stated online today, like he's been showing her off, and that can never go wrong. Because like I said, the man got to be more obsessed than the woman for it to work. And
Mm-hmm.
we all see he know he got a dime on his arm. He know he got the pick of the, and that's the thing with Nic. I find Nic fake, but when it comes to Olandria, I see real.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the realest. That's the realest he is, and you could tell Nic wants to straighten up. Nic wants to be a man when he's around Landry. Like you can
Yeah.
tell by the way he dresses, like how he be putting that shit on with her. He be walking around looking crazy with Cierra, but he actually be putting them chains on. Got the baggy pants. I'm like Nic trying to stand up for Landry, and he knows what Taylor. I guess I feel like Taylor knew that he couldn't amount to what Landry needed,
Mm-hmm.
but Nic is trying to be that.
Mm-hmm.
And he likes the fact that Olandria makes him be a man instead of being a little boy, which I
Yeah.
feel like that is what Olandria needs. She needs a man that takes care of her, even though I don't feel like she don't need it because she can do it herself. But like she said, she wants to be in her soft girl or her soft girl era. She wants to be able to not have to do all of that stuff herself. And I do feel like he worships the ground she walks on, which is what she needs. So
Period.
you
Like
can
I feel like you coming over. You slowly coming over to the other side, Grant.
slowly. I'm slowly. I'm trying. I'm trying. The nigga
Look,
Landry that got in my car, they be like, "Why you don't see it? You can see it in Amaya Bryan, but you can't see it." I'm like, I'm trying. I'm trying to see what y'all trying to see. I'm
like,
trying because I want to see it. I want to see it. But watching it back, I think I watched it back earlier today.
mm-hmm.
That's when I started to see different signs. So yeah, I hope it's gonna work. I hope it's gonna work. They gonna be all right though. They're gonna be well taken care of when it comes to the brands. They're gonna be
Mm-hmm.
rolling in dough like Cordell and Serena are.
Yes. I think
So
I think for me, hold on, what was I about to say? Oh, in terms of them being like you had said with him saying that he liked to chase and stuff like that. Well, you know, I always seen the chemistry from day one. Simply because, you know,
you have
I love a good swirl, you know, honey. So I can because I met well, it's the majority of other black women that I don't think they're able to spot the signs of when like non-black men are interested in them. And so I be trying to tell people like, girl, he interested in you, and they be like, so from day one, I was like, oh honey, he like her when he said, well, I don't have breast milk still on me, or whatever he had said, Similac still on my breast, something like that.
yeah, I remember that. That was the first day.
The first day, literally the first interaction they ever had. So I was like, okay, he liked
Yeah.
her. And throughout the time, I was like, okay, they attracted to each other. It's clear as day. But I was like, it may not be anything like emotionally there, because why would he go for Belle-Dasha? But then I had to remember, because in my head I was like, he picked Belle-Dasha over Olandria when they all kissed. And I had to remember she went to kiss the two people she wanted to kiss, and then she chose who she wanted. You had the option of picking Nic and stealing him from Belle-Dasha, but she didn't do it. And I think one of the main reasons why she didn't do that is because I saw on the live yesterday, when they was on the live last night, I think she said that she's never in her life received this much love. She's never had this much attention on her. She don't feel like she's deserving of things. And that really broke my heart a little bit, because I was like, that let me know exactly why she stood in it that long with Taylor, because she dead ass don't think that she deserved like for somebody to worship the ground she walk on. So she just try to like build up people from like this must that she have in her head. So I think what really made their connection super genuine to me was when I started realizing that Nic wasn't like, you know, like men start being, or just people in general start being mean to you when they can't have you the way they want you. And when I realized that whether he realized like, okay, like Olandria, she put me in a friend zone. We tried to do it. She threw me off again. No matter what, I gotta have her in some type of capacity. If I can't have her as a lover, then I'm gonna have her as a friend. So I'm always stick up for her. I'm always vote for her to stay in the game. Like, she gonna be in my life, you know, whether it's gonna be like that. So that told me everything I need to know. Like, I was like, okay, he's still fighting like tooth and nail, whether he get her or not. Like, he knows she head over heels for Taylor. But he
Mm-hmm.
still won for her. So I was like, okay, that's one thing. And then also I think, like he said, when he said that he brought 6 shirts, that was all I needed to hear. He came here for a good time, not a long time. He didn't even think he
Yep.
was gonna last. He didn't think nobody was gonna like him like that. So I'm like, Nick is one of them people that go with the flow. Like I done said a million times, people keep saying he didn't like Cierra. I think he did like Cierra. It was just a regular like though. It was just a
Yeah.
average. Like he went with the flow. He was like, oh, as long as I'm, I'm still here, I guess. Like I'm still in the motherfucking building. That's how he was.
Mm-hmm.
But if I, I have
Mm-hmm.
this girl that I secretly admire over here, she never gonna give me a chance. But that's gonna be my friend for life. I gotta keep her here.
Mm-hmm.
If she leaves this game, I may not ever be able to talk to her like that again. So I
And you know why? You know why he fostered that friendship. He fostered that friendship just in case there might be down the line a chance for him to squeeze on in. Because he
yes,
always got her. He want to hold her. So if the chance and the opportunity presents himself, he can slide on in. And you saw what
yes.
happened.
Like, and that's why I made that TikTok video the other day because I realized, like, as people were talking about like Olandria, I was like, oh, people dead ass like don't understand what like how unaffectionate people work or like unaffectionate
Mm-hmm.
black girls work. Like in general, like folks dead ass think like when you say you unaffectionate, that just means like you're withholding stuff just because you want to. When in reality, it's like no, sister girl, like I want to give you a hug, but my body is not really reaching for you'd be like, oh girl, yeah, like so I can see her slowly cracking, but it takes a lot of work. So for her to even be kissing on this show, I need for folks to really give her tens because
Yeah.
that's a lot.
Mm-hmm. And what you hit on that too, because when she said it too last night about was it last night? What's today? Tuesday, Sunday,
Yeah.
about the potential. It all just made sense as to why she kept literally trying to make it happen with Taylor. Because
Mm-hmm.
like she tried to see the potential, but I'm glad she don't have to do that. Like you can see potential, but if the potential's not there and it's not actually happening, you don't
Mm-hmm.
have to keep trying to water it. Because there's gonna be somebody out here where you ain't got to put in all that work because he gonna want you immediately, and you just gonna have to just ride that ride. Melissa, my dog, that's my girl. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy, but yeah, they finished top 2. I would have been happy if they did win because I wanted the Landry to get that money. But she gonna
Mm-hmm.
get some though. She got she gonna be all right. Did you see that? Some article posted that the cast is estimated to make at least about $1 million in brand deals.
Oh, I ain't see
So
that, honey.
they gonna be straight. They gonna be all right.
I saw
They
in the
gonna be
live
all right.
last night though that she girl, Nick smitten with her. He keep putting that damn camera on her. He cannot believe he bagged one of the baddest they ever did.
Right.
He is literally like in shock. Every 2 seconds, he kept flipping that camera on her. And she was like, what? He was like, nothing. When she said something about, when people were in the comments was like, oh, you should model. And she was like, I always wanted to model, but like I lived in Alabama. There were no connections. And he was like, oh no, she's gonna model. Like, oh no, don't worry, you're gonna
Yeah.
model. And she was like, oh, okay. And he was like, she's so smart and beautiful or whatever. And I'm like, Olandria, baby, this thing right here, this thing come from money. And he one of them people that float in life.
Yeah.
For you to be a travel nurse, you've been to 44 countries, and for you to say that you came with 6 shirts and you just came on Love Island and gave up your apartment the day before, you got money to just do shit. So, sister
For
girl,
real.
use that privilege and fly to the top, girl. And if y'all don't work out, it don't matter, girl. Just get what you need.
She gonna be straight because he ain't lying. She definitely gonna model. Like she got that Naomi essence. Like
Mm-hmm.
she got that type of vibe, and I know she can. We know she can walk the way she be walking in them heels, and she got the look for it. She got the look. She got the body for it. She's pretty. Like she got everything. She'll be modeling. She'll be modeling. I ain't worried about her at all. But you got any final thoughts on your faves before we move to the final couple?
I saw that whatever podcast he went on today, they tried to ask about Cierra, and he is doing the perfect PR move that I wish other people would learn. When somebody asks you about this person and you don't want to talk about them, just skip to a person you do want to talk about. They'd be like, so how do you feel about when Cierra left? And he'd be like, I just feel like when me and Olandria's journey started. I'm like, thank you, Nick. Like, you. Yeah. And that's it. Mm.
All right. Well, let's move to the winters. Mi gente Latino. Amaya and Bryan. Y'all know these was
Period.
my favorites. These was my favorites. I wasn't mad about it, obviously. People wanted to
Mhm.
label Ryan as a scammer. If he is one, he's selling me. Look, whatever he's selling me, I done bought it. I done gave him I done gave him my money. But I just the reason why I was sold on them immediately, it just makes sense. Like cultures make sense, and we all know how when you have cultures that just align, it makes not y'all talking about child. Y'all are crazy. But the culture, the background, all of that just made sense. And I was like, finally, Amaya got somebody that can understand her because he understands where she comes from. He understands why she moves the way she does. And I like how he sat back and chilled and let her do what she needed to do. If she wanted to kiss, she got a kiss. But he initiated a lot of that too. I feel like a lot of people were talking about, well, she's still doing it with her body. No, I mean, she might be doing that with her body, but he wants it too. And it's
Mhm.
like, can a man actually show you that he actually wants you? And it's finally Amaya on the reciprocating end because in all the other ones, she had to initiate all that. And they're
Yep.
saying, oh, well, they're only physical, they're only physical, they're only physical. I don't see that. I don't see that. They have fun, they laugh, whether it's serious talks or not. You're not gonna really get that many serious talks with Amaya. We've seen who Amaya is. Amaya's a goofball. Amaya likes to have fun. She ain't gonna sit there and talk about deep shit. And Brian seemingly wants that. Like he stated, he said that I need somebody with this type of energy in my life. I need somebody that's gonna just bring my mood up whenever I need that to happen. And Amaya's gonna do that because Amaya's a happy girl all the way. Not the view. Listen, the viewers, I don't know if you can see it, but we had the highest peak of viewership when Nic Olandria was on, and it dropped like 50. I'm
Oh no,
dying.
I
Y'all are
can't see
crazy.
it.
But probably because I'm the one that created the link. But
Mm.
I like their vibe. I like their vibe. I hope they last, but the difference between me and most, once the show
Mhm.
is over, I don't care what's going on in their life. As long as they're okay and alive and well, good for them. But for the show, I definitely wanted them to win.
Mhm.
Um, whatever happens with them outside of the world or outside of the villa, I hope the best for them. Y'all talking about they might last a few months. They might last like Serena and Cordell and Janae and Kenny and Leah and Miguel, but we'll see. We'll see. But I choose to believe happy thoughts. I have a lot of hope for these two because their families, like when you watch how their families interacted, it just felt like
Mhm.
what Amaya said, it felt like a family reunion. They got so much good energy with them too. Since I'm talking about the families, I forgot to mention it too. Then you find it crazy. I saw a picture of Nic and Olandria's families
Mhm.
together,
Yes.
which we didn't see on the show. That was wild to me.
They set us
But
up. They set us up.
that was wild to me. But these were my winners, and I'm happy
Mhm.
they won. I got what I wanted in the end.
Mhm.
How many seasons have I gotten correct? Season one, I didn't get the one I wanted. Season two, I I don't even think I wanted them to win. I don't think I wanted anybody to win because I saw through Caleb. I knew Caleb was going to do Justine the way he did her.
He
I just
scammed
knew
me.
it. I knew it. Season three, absolutely not. The
Oh,
worst winners. Season four, I did
Zeta and
want Zeta
Kimmy.
to win. I did want them to win.
I hate the Kimmy.
Season five, season five. Who won season five? Hannah and Marco.
Ugh.
Natalie Nunn's cousin. That's when I got introduced to you. Who did I want to win season five? Who else was in the finals with them?
Oh, who was in the finals?
I don't know.
Watching. I stopped watching after Cassie and Leo had they blow up, and then I was like, okay, I'm done.
Cassie, she disappointed. I was like, why did you go back to Leo after what he did?
Yeah.
But season six, I got my winner from day one. I called it from day one. I said they're gonna win. I said they're gonna win, even though they took me through it. Cordell and Serena, they
Honey.
took me through it. But when they got back, that doc scene, I was like, oh yeah, they definitely once they get back together, I was like, they gonna win. And I knew Serena was gonna do it right. Serena is one of the only women that have done it right. When the man
Mm,
did you wrong, you don't just let him back in. You got to let that man work. And when you let him work, you going to see if he really likes you. Because a man is going to put in the work to get you back if he really wants you back. If he don't want you
mm,
back and he know he got a bunch of other women here, he is going to move on, which is going to tell you everything that you need to know. Serena let that
mhm.
man work and prove to her that I really want you. This is a good thing that I want. And she finally, whenever she got enough of what she needed to see, she finally let it make it. And you saw they rode the rest of that thing to where they are, and where they are now, they still thriving. So definitely got what I wanted. I knew they were winning when that doc scene happened because that's what blew this show up.
Yep.
People, Leah's fans is gonna give Leah the credit, but no, that doc scene was the scene that blew Love Island USA up. That was it, because it blew my channel up too. That's what gave me the spike. So I'm like, I know what literally blew this show up, because that's what got everybody watching.
Yep.
But yeah, got the win there, and in here, I got my win. Because leading up to Amaya and Bryan, I didn't have a couple that I wanted to win because there was no love. There was no love. This, I just saw two spirits that just aligned, whether it was based off of love or not. There were two spirits that aligned, and I was like, I can get with this. Like, finally, somebody that defended Amaya, somebody that told her she could be herself. And Amaya was my favorite. She was my favorite from when she got in there, when she had Huda riled up. I was like, oh yeah, I like her. I like her. But then her personality, you could tell that she was one of the most authentic people on the show. Like, she was 100% herself. She was one of the only people there that I truly could state from the beginning that I knew she was there for love. It wasn't no game for her. She actually wanted to go there and find her person. She literally had the Love Island experience. She had so many failed relationships. She went through people trying to literally dim her light, and she never let them do it. She continued to just be herself, even though she might have cried about it, but she still was Amaya. She kept telling us, I'm not going to change. I'm going to still be Amaya. And she finally found somebody that did appreciate her for her. Whether y'all believe it or not, he did it, and he kept true to it. Like, he didn't change it. Like, they had no bickering, none of that shit. So I loved it, which is why I'm happy they won. But your thoughts, Alize?
I can't lie, y'all. I skipped over their date like
No,
the entire. I skipped over every last thing.
Their date was sentimental. They had them baby pictures, and then they led up to them where they are currently. Not you skipped up. You gotta watch it.
When I tell you, I was like, damn, they got like majority of the episode. I skipped past at least 30 minutes of the episode because I was like, oh, I love Amaya down. But once Nic Olandria came into full motion, I was like, oh, I gotta put her down. She gotta be second. Like, I can't vote for you no more, sister. Like, love you down. And then Bryan, cool guy, seems nice, but it give like after 3 weeks of being out the villa, he finna ghost her. I don't know, cause she be talking, and he just looked like so like. Yeah.
That's how he be looking, period.
Ooh. I'm like, damn, Bryan, at least act like you interested a little bit. Like, yes, I skipped the date.
You don't see the interest. Like, he be looking at her like he be wanting to eat her.
Yes, that's all he want to do is eat her. He don't want to talk to her. That's the issue.
At least he want to eat her though, because most of them, most of them. Look at Taylor. He could be Taylor. Where he ain't even making eye contact. He ain't even looking at her.
But I think that's the stark difference between them and like Nic Olandria. People don't get why like Olandria is not like physical with him, but then people are like, but then people are like, okay, they physical, but they don't talk about nothing. I'd rather not be physical, but be talking about something. I'd rather have the ground I walk be worship than for me to be talking and he.
That is
and
true.
then like we kids, like I'll be like, damn, Bryan, spark up a little bit. But I do think he likes her. People are like, I don't think he like her at all. I'm like, that's not true. I think he likes her, but it's something cute. It's something to do, and it's nothing to do right now. Also, get that bread, get that head, and leave. He did all three. He ain't left yet, but he's on his way. No shade.
He ain't going nowhere.
You know, I think I give him 3 weeks, and that's the longest. Like, that's really being generous. And I think he's gonna be up out of there. Also, I wrote a note. There's something I caught that made me like pause the TV because I told you I skipped through all their parts. No lie.
Yeah, I wanted to know what she's about to say. This is what you mentioned earlier, right?
Yes. When it came to him and Chris talking, when Chris came to him and was talking about the Huda situation, I think was it before or after the date? He said
because he told him that you got a date coming up. You got a date coming up, like because Chris was like, "What would you do in this situation?" He was like, "What did he say?" I would keep trying or some shit.
Yeah. I would keep trying if it's me. Then he said something else later on saying, like, we only got like 24 hours left. And I was like,
did he really say that?
Yes, he said, like, we only got like 24 hours left or whatever. I'm like, so if you telling Chris to fake it, I'm not subject to belief that your ass wouldn't be faking it, Brian. I'm like, I'm on to you. Like, why would you tell Chris? It's like they had a pack or something, and he was like, hey, just Brian is one of the people that can coast. And I think he thought Chris was a person that could coast, but Chris had a real psychopath. Meanwhile, he had a happy person. And somebody says Chris likes Amaya, and he really, really wishes that he would have got her first, but he wasn't able to hit the league. I don't know. All right.
Y'all doing too much. They are not breaking up before the reunion.
Well,
y'all are doing too much. I got Brian and Amaya being together this time next year.
Like, you got them being together by next year?
Hell yeah, I do. Watch me be right. Watch me be right. We're gonna revisit this conversation in next year. They just make sense. I just feel like they just make too much sense for it to not work.
That's true. But also,
we'll see though.
Last night that they had when Brian got on live, because I had to go see what was happening. Amaya was
and they both smoked that. They both smoked that. They're gonna be rolling up together. They're gonna be having a good old time.
They will. But he kept saying, like, Nic was like, dang, somebody keeps calling you. He was like, yeah, man, like this number keeps calling me. And Amaya like arose from the dead and was like, who the fuck is calling your phone? No, the next time they call back, we're answering the phone together because for Mr. and Mrs. Papaya, we're not doing that. And I was like, you know what? No, Shay, I don't know. But from him in my head, Slick being a little scammer, and he live in Boston, and he wanted to get with Jaden, which was the white girl. It's given like you got a clear fling that was on your line, and she blowing that funnel because he was smiling a little bit like.
But you remember, he did say he liked them Dominicans. That was number one. Oh. And then he went for Andreina first. She bored him. Jaden, we all know is gonna bore him because he's already too lackadaisical anyways. Being with Jaden, who I swear she got helium upstairs in her head. Amaya gonna keep it entertaining. She gonna keep it spicy, and we all know they got physical chemistry. That alone is gonna keep you locked in a little bit because Amaya rocked his world, had his toes curling and everything. So a man's gonna enjoy a woman that's satisfying him in that way. But we'll see if Amaya annoys him. Like somebody said, Amaya could be annoying. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if all that energy all the time will wear him out. But only time will tell.
I think so. He give like Miguel and people be messaging me to this day like you were so right about Miguel being a homosexual. He literally rolled Leah's back to America. I'm not even playing, y'all. Like, and he's still on it. He gonna milk her till he can get every last penny. And when they done,
I'm laughing because you literally got proven correctly in Beyond the Villa. When you go watch it, when you finally go finish watching it. Mm-hmm. He literally said he's only been to the UK one time since they left the villa.
Never went home.
We all know how Leah lives in Calabasas. She living like she got a mansion over there. Who the fuck would leave? Especially if you ain't got no home. So do you think, me personally, if you want to think about scamming, I feel like Miguel knows that Leah is his meal ticket, which is why I feel like they still together. When it comes to Cordell and Serena, Janae and Kenny, I see actual a love connection there. Yep. Even still to this day with Miguel and Leah, I don't see it.
Nope. At all. It's not there. Did you watch
since we're talking about them, we can move to that.
Please
do. Skip a slide. What you about to say?
I literally just looked up at my TV and I saw that Leah and Miguel had that GQ couples thing. I would never in my life watch that. I don't go up for her and I don't go up for him. But I know.
Did you hear? Did you hear what was said? Somebody told me. I didn't watch it either, but somebody told me in my comments that I guess he was asked a question about who his favorite friend of Leah's is, and he just said Serena, not Janae. And considering the shade that Leah threw in that challenge, somebody give me a timestamp. We gotta watch it. We gotta watch it while we on here. Because somebody give me a timestamp when he asked it. Let me see.
What?
Because it's 17 minutes long. I don't want to watch this.
Because I know it gave nothing.
Somebody give me a timestamp. Y'all said y'all haven't watched it. Leah doesn't like Janae at all. Clarke. Janae. Somebody give me a timestamp on when it happened. But
Like,
he said Serena because they lived in the same building. I still don't like maybe it's production and editing, but it seems like the comments that she was making,
yep.
like with the whole Connor stuff too in the
Mm-hmm.
you ain't even watched it yet, but in the
No, I
confessional she was
watched it.
like, oh, you did watch it. So in the
Watched it
confessional when
twice.
she was like, this shit happened. What y'all only dated for what 9 days or some shit? And she was like, get over it. And she said like me and Rob did. You didn't get over it with Rob. Like you still was beefed out with Rob the whole season when you was dealing with Miguel. So I'm like, what you mean get over it? Like what you stating is true. Like I wouldn't keep giving Connor energy if I was Janae. But then again, people think it's just about the dating on the show. It's not just about that. He got
Mm-hmm.
online and was popping that shit about her on podcasts. So why the fuck would I not still want to say fuck you? Like get out my face. Like don't give me
Mm-hmm.
that energy. And he shouldn't be on. Let's talk about that. He shouldn't even be on the show. Why are you here? There is
So
about
fucking
probably 10 other cast members from the show, and I'm including Casa Amor, that I would have chosen before him.
yes.
Like, it don't make no sense.
The Lego G.I. Joe really irks my fucking spirit because to this day, first of all, I will never in my life forgive him for getting on the internet after he talked he talked cash money shit about Janae. And in order, when people was on his ass so bad, he turned to say that he was mixed. Do y'all remember that? Where he came out with photos saying that he was mixed?
Yes.
He thought like that pissed me off so bad because he thought that was going to validate him running down on a black woman that did nothing to him, nothing. And I'm like, then we found out that that's like his stepdaddy or something like that. Like,
Yeah, because I'm like, you can tell when somebody got a little bit of black in them. And I'm like, I don't see it. Oh
my God, I can't stand him. Like, he really works my nerves the entire episode. Leah, let's be very clear. Leah hates Janae. Leah, people gonna get mad. Leah was always jealous of Janae. Janae has some type of essence about her that she does not like because she feels like she should have that in the room. But every time it came to Janae liking somebody, here her ass come. And then it was always invalidating Janae's feelings, being like, oh my God, you do too much when you do too fucking much. You crashed out over a white boy, a cracker, after 2 business days. And that you could have let that man go on by his business, but you was acting a fool. But you mad about Janae letting a G.I. Joe play in her face. Connor went out of his way to really be disrespectful. And then for you to be in the challenge, just kept on throwing. I'll never forget that whatever water challenge they was doing, and he turned around and was like, the fakest person in the house is Janae. And she was, I cannot stand Leah.
know. Thank you, D.
Oh.
We got the timestamp. Hold on. Let me share the screen. Hold on. Where we at?
She does have such.
Because I want to see this. Leah and okay, let's see.
Fine on.
Always, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Didn't like that. You get extra points for the fact that you saw me eat that and you didn't beat my face in. So, who is my favorite friend of yours?
Probably Serena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. 10 out of 10. Would I go on Love Island?
I feel like that was manipulated. I'm pretty sure she probably told him that. She probably talks about how that's her favorite. And I feel like you shouldn't even, as much as y'all brand the PPG, you should have said both girls.
Exactly.
Just like how she said in the episode. Even though I see what she's stating in regards, because like we know Janae don't live in she don't live in LA, and Kenny don't live in LA. But she stated when Cordell's not there, her, Serena, and Miguel feel like the whole circle is not full. And I'm like, what do you mean the whole circle is not full? Because also in your circle is Kenny and Janae.
Right.
So your circle should never be full because they're not there either.
Exactly.
So are you saying it's fully, completely closed when all 4 of y'all are there? I was like, see that I don't like that. You got to pay attention to shit like that. People will overlook that, saying, oh, well, that's not what she meant. No, it is what she meant, because she wouldn't have said that shit if she didn't mean it. Exactly. And people will say, oh, but that's editing. It's not editing. It came out her mouth. And it literally, they showed her talking. It wasn't like audio over motion throughout scenes. You literally, there was no chop. It was a full, I'm like, please. You got to pay attention to shit like that.
That's like her 40th time saying something like that. So I don't know why her fans just, the Leah fans literally just transformed into Huda fans. It's the same group of people. Yep. So anytime I hear all of that, I'm just like, anything that Leah does, they literally like will twist it around and be like, no, let me tell you what Leah really meant. No, Leah said that full out. The bitch don't like Janae.
Right.
And let's keep it real. She only around Janae because they had to brand PPG as a whole. If Janae goes away, y'all are no longer PPG. You won't get deals like that anymore. Like you were originally getting them. And then also it's really given Love Island UK season 10 between Catherine, Whitney, and Ella or whatever, where Catherine was the one holding them together. And whenever she left and went home, them two got into it. It's always like that.
That is so true.
Yeah, like
imagine if Serena did go home. Because you remember there was one point when the boys was trying to get Cordell to leave Serena, and Serena would have been vulnerable and would have went home that night. I wonder if they would have still been tight if Serena wasn't there. That you're right. You are right.
Because after that little dressing room argument they got into over Lego G.I. Joe, and the way she was talking to Janae, and Janae had to like hold it back and be like, okay, girl, that wouldn't have been good.
You ain't lying. That's what I want to see. I want to see how the rest of this season is going to pan out, because they seemingly don't like how the show is being edited, at least from what I could tell from what they were stating on social media, especially Leah. She been talking about how she mad at the producer. So I'm like, what did you do? Because I want to see. It makes it. She's making it seem like they might have edited the show wrong, or at least made it look like she's a villain or some shit. But I want to see what happened, because they said something happened in Miami when they went to Miami to film. So I can't. That's what I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see how the season unfolds. I'm pissed off that they didn't bring Nicole as a main, because I was on Nicole's side.
Thank you.
I still am on her side, still to this day, a year later. Because I was swinging that night of the reunion. They was like, "No, you wrong, because it's wrong." Nobody stating Kendall's business being leaked was right. We all know that was wrong. But my whole issue with Kendall is people saying, "Oh, well, he lied because he was scared." Okay, but you're starting a relationship with somebody and you don't even feel comfortable telling her the truth. That is a problem. Because like Nicole said, I deserve to know that too. And a lot of people online was like, well, she's trying to make it about her. It is about her too, because guess what? She's in a relationship with him and he lied to her. All he had to do was be truthful with her, because she probably would have Listen, I'm about to keep it real with y'all. White girls, don't be mad at me, white girls. White girls are more accepting to that type of shit. Most black women don't deal with that type of shit. So when you see black men with white women, sometimes you got to question why they're not with black women, because they like that type of shit, in my mind. So certain things that will not slide with a black woman will slide with a white woman. So in my opinion, even though, is she really white? Nicole, I feel like Nicole's a little ethnic. I think she might be Asian too.
Yeah, yes.
But we're white passing. But she's a person of color too. But I feel like she would have been more accepting of him being truthful. And with him lying, that ruined it all for her. And I'm not, like, Serena was the only person on that reunion that backed her up. And I knew Serena would be the one to do it, because Serena is the realest one on that show. But I was fully on Nicole's side, because I'm like, she deserves to know the truth, because that is her business too, because she's in a relationship with him. Yes, it's his business, as it shouldn't have been leaked, but he lied about the fact that happened literally when he was in the hotel waiting to be brought on the show. But he lied to her and said that shit happened a couple years ago, when that's a lie. So not only did you withhold information, you lied about the shit too. So when you're starting a relationship, because they really were starting a relationship after the show, when you're starting relationships off of lies, you kill the trust. There's no trust there, because I'm now going to question everything that you're doing. So that's why and I never liked Kendall to begin with, because I saw that fake shit from the beginning, how messy he was with the women and stuff. I'm like, that's weird behavior. But yeah, I was fully on Nicole's side, still am to this day. People was giving her hell for stating her piece. I was fully on her side. On her side. But with me stating all of that, yes, the leaking and stuff, yeah, that's fucked up. Like, and I said that then. I said it was fucked up, because it should, like, that shouldn't have happened, because it was private. But also, he still should have been truthful with her, because she deserves to know the true you, to decide if she wants to fuck with you like that.
honey, you was one of the only people that was on Nicole's side along with me. I fought tooth and nail for her. I didn't even like her, and I fought tooth and nail for her.
Right.
And honey, Serena was down in them comments. She thought the same exact thing that we thought, honey.
Sure did.
We cannot stand him still to this day, and she literally refuses to interact with him. So I just need for folks to understand that as well. I don't know why everybody else on that season still tolerate him, especially Janae. I know you being nice, but girl, get the fuck away from him.
For real, I was like, Janae, why you talking? But you saw how Serena dubbed him too in that. Serena still to this day see him for what he is. That's why I will always go up for Serena. Because Serena is real, and she kept, and that's the thing too. Even though we all was like on Serena's head a little bit when she kind of swerved Cordell.
Yep.
But in the moment, it was like, damn, why are you doing this to him? But then again, like I said, whenever that doc scene happened, it all made sense. She was guarding herself because she knew that she could get to that point with him, and she didn't know for sure if that was what she wanted to do. And then it got to the point where her feelings were so involved, she couldn't hide it no more. Yeah. So it all made sense as to why she moved the way that she did. She was trying to protect herself. But she realized, okay, well, now it's finally being reciprocated because he's showing me that that he really feels the same way about me that I feel about him. And she, as you see, they're still riding this thing on out. So, but yeah, shout out to Serena and Cordell. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of how successful they are, like doing everything that they said that they wanted to do, especially Cordell. Like the cheesy sponsorship, that was the icing on the cake. Him being an actor, because we all saw how Serena was like, "What's your long-term goals?" And he said that shit, and she was looking like rightfully so, because it's like that's a dream. Sometimes that shit ain't gonna happen. What is your realistic goal? That's basically what she was thinking. Like, what if we get in this thing and it don't work? You don't get the cheesy sponsorship that you want. How are we gonna pay these bills? How are we gonna start a family? Like, you gotta have some type of income coming in.
And you younger than me,
right? But I'm proud that they got that far. I'm proud that they still kicking. But let's move to the final slide, which will be Love Island Games. Wait, hold on. I don't even have it on here. Hold on. We're gonna do little quick thoughts before we wrap it up because I want to know who y'all want to have on Love Island Games. I haven't really thought about everybody that I would want. But I want, shout out to January Flowers in the chat. But I want some names that went through my head that I want on Love Island Games. A lot of them come from season 3. I want Josh on there. I want Cache. I want Trina on there. I want Cinco on there. Season 5, I gotta have KK and Keenan on there. Even though they pissed me off, I gotta see the mess again. I gotta see KK helped Bird Behind piss me off on season 5, but I gotta see the mess because we know they're not together now. I don't know if they still. I don't even know if they cool.
No,
but I would want to see the mess again. So I definitely want KK and Keenan on there. I want Destiny on there because Destiny was one of those real ones. Destiny, she wasn't gonna fake the funk. She ain't fuck with you. She ain't fuck with you. If you try that bullshit with her, she's gonna let you know you fucking with the wrong one. And I love how she's been going to bat for Serena and I'm not Serena, Chelley and Olandria online, as we knew she would. You might not be a fan of this, but I want her to return. I want Imani back because I want Imani to give us another shot. And I want Johnny back because Johnny is good TV. He's a shitty human being, but he is good TV. So I want him back. The no name. Yes, I want him back.
He loved it. He was down in the comments. He loved that nickname.
I want him back. Who else? That's all I can think of right now. Who would you want back? And let's go look through here and see who everybody else been saying.
First off, Destiny's my number one. I was just in her comment section the other day, and I was like, girl, thank you for going up for Chelley and Olandria, because girl, you are already bald head hog. I would never want him on my screen again. But I was like, Destiny was like, yes, girl, thank you for always defending me during season 5. I'm like, yes, girl, honey, defended Destiny with my entire life. I want her on that because I know she gonna wreak havoc. They gonna hate the fuck out of her. I'm already knowing. I'ma love that.
D said it. Hold on, before you get it out. D said it. You ain't gonna want to see him, but I do. Get Tyreek on there too. Tyreek is a mess.
We gotta name some UK people. Okay, yes, and people from Australia and shit.
Okay, bring Whitney in there too, because Whitney and Locken ain't together no more. So bring her in there. Yeah, because she's the reason why he was as popular as he was.
Like for him to do
bring Whitney and Tyreek. Go ahead. What you was about to say?
For him to locked in. He would have been cool if he would have just ended the relationship like normally. But the way he made that girl
Right.
transform out of who she was and then decided to dump her, like, you're a sick individual. He can stay home.
For real.
What is it? Okay, so we got Destiny, we got Whitney, we got Tyreek. Ella got a new man, a white man. I don't think Ella will come on there. So
He plays soccer too.
and
Soccer-
he cute too.
Soccer players get paid, so she eating good over there.
I want Catherine. I ain't gonna lie. Can Scott come back?
Catherine would be good. No. I don't. He done wore his welcome out on TV. I don't want to see that nigga no more. And you want him back with Catherine? No,
Yes,
no.
That was the swirl that I died for. Like, oh my god, I wanted that to happen so bad.
Do not bring him back.
Oh yes, bring Alima. I love her down. Alima's stand on business, baby. Like, was mad she got.
Is India still with oh boy?
Unfortunately.
Not I was gonna say because she could come on here too. Who else?
I can't stand Dammy.
I'm trying
Bring
to think
who else we want to bring? Oh no, I can't stand. I
Johnny.
hate bitch.
You talking about the girl Johnny? Because the girl Johnny would be good too.
The one who slept with
Yep, she would be messy. We
with
gotta have
Cass.
her. We gotta have her.
No, Berkey look good to you.
Berkey ain't gonna be on here because him and Taylor are still together. My sister showed me that a couple days ago. They are still together.
I saw that. That was too cute. Even though I didn't see it for them. No shade.
Me either.
That Scott needs to be banned. Scott gonna be on Perfect Man. Oh my god.
Leo would be good on here. Bring Leo back.
Please keep Harrison at home, like for life.
For real, because and they had the audacity to bring him back for a second season. Like, boring.
I can't stand him, and he looks a mess now. Like, I don't know what he's trying to do.
Ovi would be good. You remember Ovi? Ovi would
honey.
be good.
Honey, Ovi was.
Ruchi would be good. Yeah.
Oh yes, bring Ruchi. She was too cute.
Leo's in a relationship. You know he would drop that relationship to get a bag. Come on.
Like a bag.
Come on. You know how Leo is.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, who would you bring from season 6 of USA?
Andreina. I would like to see her back.
Andreina, okay.
Because I like how she been getting them hood. I love how she been getting them hood rats together in her comments.
Yes.
She ain't playing no games.
You think
yeah, give Jalen a shot. I do want Jalen to come back.
He can come.
Okay,
yes, it's the hair on his face, girl. Harrison look a mess now because of that hair on his face. I'm telling you.
You see this comment, JD talking about so he can be done. No, JD can stay. He can stay over there with Yulissa. The fact that he over there entertaining her is crazy to me.
Y'all.
Zeta was boring on Love Island Games. She came back and got boring. I was like, you was entertaining on Jeff.
Jeff.
Jeff
can't come back. They said he was too. Yeah.
I don't care. Bring him back. Him and Timmy.
Oh,
I ain't never seen no. Bring him and Timmy back because Jeff and Timmy about turn Peacock in the Zeus network.
Like, yes. Oh my god.
Yo, Chris would be entertaining.
Bring Serenity.
Yes, I was pissed when she got dealt a bad hand. I didn't like how she got sent home so early.
Did she sue them? Yes, Serenity.
Did she sue them?
And she got
a settlement. They ain't gonna bring her back then.
Coco, stop saying Coco.
Sydney would be good. I know. Coco done soured me. I'm so disappointed in her.
Like,
I'm so disappointed in her.
Please bring the electrocuted. We need the electrocuted Cynthia doll. I swear on everything we need the electrocuted.
She was a trip, yo.
And Carthen Banks. Bring Carthen Banks too, because we want to know what happened with you and Jasmine.
Who was that nigga he wasn't a nigga, that wigger that she was so gung-ho. What was his name? I can't remember his name. He had no business having the pool that he had in that house.
You talking about Ronnie?
Yes.
Honey,
I was like, why? And then what's the other girl? The blonde girl that got a walk on her. What is her name? Look like a Barbie doll. She got a lot of class. She's good. I would like to see her back. But and she's still dating a dude that she was on the All-Stars with. Oh, she's not.
Is she?
Bring her in.
She's still with Luca. Hold on, let me see.
If she ain't, bring her in. Jeff is married.
Let us know, bro, because I know
Jeff
you know, bro. You're my UK girl.
Yeah, Brooke, who is Maddie? Who's Maddie? What season was she on?
Nah,
Serenity,
not Maddie.
definitely. Who was
Who
electrocuted
was
Cynthia
electrocuted?
doll? Harriet.
Harry.
Harriet.
Oh, y'all remember the black Cynthia from Australia with the bang with the Chinese bang?
What's
Who remember her?
oh from the most recent season of Australia? What was his name? Dylan. Bring him on here too. He was a mess.
Yes, please. And the
He
one
would
that
have
looked
acted
like the
fool.
ant from the ant movie. What was his name? Damn. He had the
Yeah, we
funny
said
color
Whitney
eyes.
too.
He looked like Steve.
Oh, I got one that you might not like. And y'all probably all might not like because of the way that he did Justine. But he gonna be good TV. He gonna be good TV. Trey, bring him back. Season 2.
Trey.
You don't remember Trey?
Oh,
Trey, the one that was with
No. That country bumpkin can stay home. No.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Hell no. No. No.
I knew you was gonna say that. That's why I said it. He would be. Look at y'all. No, I told y'all was gonna be mad. I knew y'all was gonna.
No.
I knew y'all was gonna say that, but y'all know he gonna be good TV. Y'all know he gonna. We gotta have a villain.
Oh,
Y'all gonna watch Justine on The Perfect Match? Are you gonna recap The Perfect Match?
Oh no, I don't even watch that show. I'll watch it for her.
I haven't watched it, but she gonna be on there, and Ray's gonna be on there too.
Ooh,
They started bringing in different people for this season. They got Netflix people, but they got other people. Like they got Juliet from Siesta Key on there.
Oh, I'm watching. I love Juliet. Oh,
Me too.
that's
When
my
she hit, what's that girl name? Chloe.
Yes. Oh, and when her and
Aaron,
Kelsey got
no.
into it.
Juliet was quick to slap somebody. Because Kelsey killed me though. Kelsey, the energy that she gave, you would think she wouldn't be putting up with that shit. Aaron, not Aaron. I've had enough of Aaron. I don't even want to watch someone Beyond the Village. Ekansu would be crazy. Ekansu would be good. Okay, yeah, bring them on.
The way she did on All Stars, though, I was like, oh, this is not the Ekansu I remember. Like,
You're right though, because she kind of. The older you get, the more tamed you are. Isaiah would be good from season 4 of USA.
Oh,
what was that girl that he was dealing with at Casa? I forget what her name is. She had a deep voice. What was her name? Started with a P, didn't it? She was a dancer.
yes.
What was her name? She was so delusional. She thought that he really wanted her. What was her name? I cannot think. I can see her face, but I cannot think her name. I swear her name started with a P. I can't remember it. But it was the girl that Isaiah was fooling with in Casa Amor. Phoebe. Yes.
Phoebe. Yes.
Penelope. She looked like a Penelope.
I was about to say that too.
Serena and Cassie would be good. Shannon and Josh, definitely.
They still together.
No, that's why I want them on the show. Bring them back. Bring them together. Just to see how they interact. Shannon and Josh, that's when they casted entertaining. Well, I ain't gonna say entertaining, because this season was just the first season where they didn't really have any entertaining white people. The white people this season were boring as fuck. What you laughing at?
Yes. The name
What
I
did you
put
laugh?
in the chat.
Hell no. Yeah. And we all probably thinking the same thing.
Oh, not
They should have. He was meant to be on the spinoff. If you catching what I'm saying, he was not meant to be on the regular Love Island.
Y'all remember Tila Tequila?
That's switching and shit, huh? Yes,
Y'all,
I remember that show.
Mm-hmm.
Tanya, Shaq, and Mike. Okay.
Yes, Militia.
Y'all laughing, but okay. Yes, I like that. I love her though. I loved her when she walked up in there and had all them girls hype. And I love how she was standing her ground too. She wasn't taking no shit. Bring her on. Yeah, she would be good. She was good TV. Good TV. Y'all laughing at me. He pissed me. I could not stand how he tried to play in Whitney's face too. Like, and she was buying into his shit too. I was like, Whitney, I know you see like what I know you see that switch.
That was
I
our
knew she.
first Olandria and Taylor. Oh my God.
They gonna put Huda on. You know they are. Huda's definitely
Oh
gonna be on
God.
there. She's definitely gonna be on there.
Yes, where is
And I
Taylor
hope
Tequila?
she's. Yeah, that was the time. That was when reality TV was real. Jess is the one that was bullying Harriet. Yeah, she was. Jess was a hater. Mitch was messy. Yeah, bring Mitch on. Mitch would be good too. Mitch would be good too. But yeah, we got a bunch of what you putting in here? What about refrigerator bag? Leave him at home. Are they still together?
Oh, that's a really good question. What are they?
They can't still be together because I didn't believe that he really liked her like that.
No. Oh.
Refrigerator bag. Mackenzie and Connor, not the Connor that we talked about, the other one. They would be, yeah, Mackenzie. Didn't Mackenzie come back for another season too? And I feel like she was born on that season.
She came as a bombshell.
I don't even remember it. That's the crazy part. Nah, fuck me. She ruined Grace and Luca winning All Stars. They didn't win. Tony and Yasmin.
Not Tony. Well, I
Tommy
fuck with
Fury.
him. Not Molly May. They still together.
Are they for real?
I think so. They in a bad spot, but they still together.
They keep breaking up and they get back together. So they gonna so give them a call. When you give them the call, they'll break up. They'll break up to get on the show. Come on. Now kid from Austin 5. Okay. She got a man. Listen, they will drop them men when that check is right in their face, you know. And the men will be okay with it because they gonna come back to a check. Did y'all see that? Uma? I did see that Uma and Will was engaged. Did you see that?
I did.
I'm happy they are because when she left with him, I was mad at her. I was like, "Why did you leave?" But I mean, it worked. So because Uma's a baddie. She is beautiful. Mimi, get her on here. Even though she was boring, but she was beautiful to look at.
So
she was, man.
But it just gives.
She just pretty to look at. That's what it is. She's just pretty to look at. I'm right. I never.
No.
Can we be real here? Cierra, I never really was a fan of her. She was always boring to me. She never really did much for me. Like, because she swings both ways, I mean, I guess that can be entertaining to an extent, but like, she never gave me any entertainment. When she went on the challenge too, she was boring there too.
Yep. Not like her, I don't care.
Yeah, but yeah. Chloe would be Chloe. Jessie from season 4. Season 4 of what?
Net braids. With Dale. You remember?
Yes. No. Yeah, I would like to see Daya on here.
You know what? Yes.
Bring her on here.
Yeah.
So we can see how she acts without Cordell and Serena being there.
And Dory.
That's what I want to see.
Bring her.
What's the old girl's name that I called Sid from Ice Age? What was that girl's name? The one that was trying to get with Kenny.
I called her Dory. Her name was Catherine, was it?
Yes, Catherine. I called her Sid from Ice Age. USA 4 was definitely a good one. When they moved, because that's when they moved from CBS to Peacock, and that's when it got real. That's when it got real. That's when Love Island really turned. Because season 2 was the only good season from the CBS seasons, because season 1 to 3 was on there. Season 3 was not bad until Cachet went home. But season 2 was a good season. Season 1, it was definitely the inaugural season. But season 4 was, we got some real shit on season 4. Timmy versus Jeff, that just sticks out to me. But yeah, and season 5 was good too. People sleep on season 5. Season 5 was good. Season 6 put it on the map, but season 5 was good. You got to watch that. Go binge watch season 5, and it's good.
Please.
Yes,
oh God, please don't bring up Chad and Bria, Because Brie almost got her head knocked off down to season 4.
No. Bringing the brother and sister on. Bring back Cierra and that girl that kept talking about her. You talking about Cierra from last season? The light skinned girl. Chaz and Brie. Y'all saw Kendall and Casey hanging out the other day. Kendall and Casey.
Who's Casey?
Who was Casey? Right. Who was Casey? Speaking of the girl that Connor's talking about on Beyond the Villa apparently is what's her face from last season? Not last season, from season 5. What's her name? Damn. The one that was with the boring dude. What was his name? Damn, the one that was with Bergie at the beginning of the season. Why is her name? The blind. What was her name?
Ooh,
that was with oh boy, the boring dude.
Ooh,
Lord, what was his name?
And she went home first.
No, she got all the way to the end.
Oh, she got to the end?
Her name started with a C. Why can I not think of her? Carmen. Thank you, Naya. Carmen.
Ooh,
Carmen
monster.
apparently is the one that Carmen and Kenzo, the most boring couple ever. Carmen is the one that Connor is talking about in Beyond the Villa as the girl that he's seeing, because apparently they're together now. Yeah, Brooke, that's what they said. Somebody told me that in the comments. Tasha and Andy. We got a lot of options. We got a lot of options.
Oh, we might need that.
Yeah, for real. Them moving to Peacock was the best move they could have made, honestly. Because they couldn't cuss on TV, they had to bleep everything out too. And I just love how we just get the uncensored shit. And it's a lot more messy on here. But yeah, Carmen is with them. What did we? Okay, let's talk about this before we finish. What was your thoughts on Kayla and Liv?
At first I was understanding where Kayla was coming from, because I done had friends that do like little shady things where you be like, damn it, you said you wasn't going out. You said you was going to bed. You fake like you was getting in the shower and everything. And then I see you out in the club on top of the couch. I'm like, yeah. Daddy, I'm like, bitch, you want me to come? That's all you had to say. But then as the episode kept going on, I started to realize, oh, she's like dependent. She one of them friends that think that her man. And it was one statement she said that literally like flipped the whole episode for me. That's why I watched it twice. The first time I was on her side, and then when she said, oh, Liv has like I'm single now, and Liv's been single this whole time, but like now that Liv has a man, we were supposed to be having a hot girl summer. So when you have a man, it's okay for Liv to just be single, and she just gotta float and do what you do and be acting like she with you. But now that Liv finally got a man, somebody want to pay attention to her. Now is, oh my God, I thought we were supposed to be single. So Liv just supposed to stay out and be single for the rest of her life to accommodate you, Kayla. That's not your bitch. So yeah.
And I saw it from the moment the episode started, because I'm like, yeah, I can see how that shit comes off shady, and even Liv even mentioned it comes off shady, because it's like little things that you're doing, it's starting to add up. It's like, okay, so what's really going on? But yeah, to me, it just made it seem Kayla just seems like one of those friends that is just like what you said, dependent. Like her whole identity is the duo. Like you can tell Kayla getting off the show, she saw PPG. And she was like, we don't have that, so let's link up so we can get that. So now that they're out there in LA and Liv now has a man, because Liv did not have a man the whole season that she was supporting you. You was with Aaron the whole time. Now that she finally got somebody, you act like it's an issue. And she was mad because, like what you said, she wanted a hot girl summer. I'm like, so your friend finding somebody who makes her happy should trump you having a hot girl summer with her. She found somebody. So you should be happy about that. I can see how she would feel left out. But when it comes to you and Aaron, what's the difference? What is the difference? Because you still wanted Aaron. And what really lost me with Kayla is how she sat there and tried to say to Aaron, she don't want to have that conversation with him in public because she cares about him. But she literally said in the same breath that she wanted to address that shit with Liv, but you claimed that Liv was your sister. So you wanted to embarrass her publicly. So what's the difference? You mad because she put all her energy into a man, but you sitting here prioritizing this man who did not prioritize you and prioritizing him not looking stupid and embarrassing him, but you had no problem embarrassing your sister.
Exactly.
Kayla childish. And the whole thing just sounded stupid. Like, you mad about a camera, you mad about glam. I'm like, come on, Kayla. But then again, I'm like, she is 23 years old. So I'm like, can I really be that man?
Oh, she is 20. But the thing is, though, it's like a stark difference. Liv did not get in the confessionals not one time and talk bad about her at all,
Right.
like, period. But she was in every confessional. Liv is a liar. Liv is a broke bitch, basically. She stayed with me in LA. I opened my doors to her. My family opened their doors to her. Then when she brought up the camera stuff, it was like, oh, the broke bitch stole the camera. It was given like, oh, she better be grateful. Like, she needs to be my tag-along dog. Also, I think she's jealous that Liv, because Liv was talking to an NBA player. I think she's jealous that Liv got like an actual, like, catch in her eyes. He could not even be a catch, but a catch in her eyes. Meanwhile, she was with Chicken Little getting dogged out. And so it's like...
And you saw how many times she mentioned, Kayla kept mentioning he got money. Sound like you jealous that you ain't got a man that got money. Like Liv sound like she getting taken care of. And you want you a little bit of that. That's why you want to have that hot girl summer so you can go mingle and find you an athlete. Kayla tripped me out. How do y'all feel about our automatics?
I started off liking her. She was cool. But as always, clear people, a lot of clear people, majority of them will show their colors when it comes to certain topics. So when she switched up out of nowhere halfway through the season, when she claimed to be a ride or die for Olandria and Chelley, and then she all of a sudden said that Chelley was jealous of Huda, and she led the charge, but then she flipped right after it seemed like everybody was back on Chelley's side. It's like she blows with the wind, and if you're gonna blow with the wind, you don't need to be the host. So,
and that's why I was mad. I'm mad that she's the host because Maya was good. Maya Jama was good for Love Island games. But yeah, what you said is why I don't like Ariana. She is clear she blows with the wind. I thought she had the black girls back. But then again, when you sit and think about it, Serena and Janae were very popular last season, so of course she was gonna be backing them. And then now here, Chelley and Olandria were super popular. She was backing them. And then she goes and pulls that bullshit whenever Huda was starting to get all this popular. Like, please. You know damn well Chelley was not jealous of Huda. You know damn well. And you sat there and had the front row seats to it. We saw through the TV that Huda was the one that was jealous of Chelley. Huda wanted everything that Chelley had. Huda sat there and tried to make it seem like, oh, well, Chelley might be, would it be okay if I was ugly? Chelley is not even thinking about you. The only reason why she started thinking about you was when you did that shady shit that got confirmed too, because Clarke and Taylor pretty much stated in that confessional, she all but got on that nigga's face and wrote that shit. Like,
I literally cringed when I saw her on the Love Island Games thing. I was like, hold on. I literally went back to my reviews from last season to make sure that Maya was the host. And I was like, what happened? Did Maya had another like obligation or something? Because no, I don't want her for games. Like
me either. Me either. We'll see. She'll be. I feel like she'll still be here though. She'll still be here. If she just hosts the show, it should be all right. The whole she done got too involved with the fans online, and that's where it started to show her true self. Like she blow with the wind, and I never fool with people like that. Maya Jama is a colorist.
I heard that
explain that. Really?
It's from back in the day, like when she was used to be tweeting stuff about, dark skinned people and
oh Lord. People. What a mess. Yeah, she needs to stay next to exactly. Chelley and Olandria, that's good. I'll be jealous. All right, y'all. Well, we are gonna wrap this up for tonight. We probably gonna, if Beyond the Villa gives us something to talk about for real, we'll get on here. But until then, we're gonna be here for Love Island Games. So we'll probably keep that format for Love Island Games. But you got any final thoughts as we finally put season 7 to bed? Officially.
So, honestly, no. I may tune into a few. I gotta wing myself off of it. It be taking a few days sometimes after Love Island end to like wing yourself off of the tea a little bit. So I feel like by like Friday, I'm gonna forget they alive. And then they gonna give a commercial for the reunion in August, and I'm gonna be like, oh, they still here. So.
Well, we ain't okay. Yeah, we ain't fully put it to bed. We ain't fully put it. I forgot we still got the reunion, which hopefully they address some shit. And if they got some, we can recap it if it's good. We can definitely do a live chat on that too. Thank you for joining us. Thank y'all for joining us. All 4 weeks? We done did it 4 weeks. So 4 or 5. One of the two. We got the reunion on 25. Yep, we're gonna be here. We're gonna be here. But yeah, make sure if y'all haven't already, thumbs up the videos. Subscribe if you're new. Go follow the socials. They're all in our bios. And yeah, we're gonna see y'all next time. Stay locked to the channel. Stay locked to the TikToks. We still here. We still posting. And we'll see y'all next time. Peace.